I gotta tell you something I could do. I could be running around chasing you, but I won't. Cause I got better things to do. Rather spend my precious time chasing somebody who loves me too. If I got $1 for every time you slam the door, I would be the richest girl alive, life. If you hadn't run away every time I asked you stay, you would sleep right next to me tonight. No, you didn't know me. All you wanted was a game to play, and you couldn't handle that I had my ways. I found your that you're an enemy I held too close. Now I know, 'cause you did everything to prove me wrong. You were not the guy I thought. Now I'm beating you at your own. Yeah. If I got $1 for every time you slam the door, I would be the richest girl alive, alive. But you didn't want me, all you wanted was a game to play. And you couldn't handle that I had my ways. Around your mind tricks and your side chicks, I'm a winner, babe. But you didn't win this, it's a part of the game. Yeah, I beat you at your game. And if you were me, you would do the same. Man, I really love to play. And now that I won, then it's safe to say you didn't want me, all you wanted was a game to play. And you couldn't handle that I had my ways. Around your mind tricks and your side chicks, I'm a winner, babe. But you didn't win this, it's a part of the game. And you didn't want me, all you wanted was a game to play. And you couldn't handle that I had my ways. Around your mind tricks and your side chicks, I'm a winner, babe. But you didn't win this, it's a part of the game.
pain. And maybe I was willing to, but why did you let me give you much too much? Don't know what I expect. Tell me, did you mind too much? I had to lie to be by your side. Mama said blind. I found myself, found. I found myself, found. Eu não tô magoada, nem amargada, porque fica zangada com peixe que não voa, com frio que não amona, com deserto sem água. Não te posso forçar a ser alguém que não é. Não me senti segura dependendo de você. I know it may be hard to hear, it was harder to say. Saí, procurei. I found myself, found myself, found. I found myself, found myself, found. I don't wanna need, if this is what it means. Never ask you to die for me, just wanted you to try for me. I could never rely on you like you relied on me, like you relied on me. They say brush is meant for shoulders, not for hips. You believed every lie that left your lips high. Rather know the truth than cling to fallacy. Afraid that I will see it's right in front of me. I found myself, found myself, found. I found myself, found myself, found. I lose my life and I will find it. Sometimes I need to be reminded. Lose my life and I will find it. Sometimes I need to be reminded. Lose my life and I will find it. Find it, find it, find it, find it, find it, find it. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
No texting, no writing, nobody telling me what to say. This from the brain, from the heart, from the soul, from the streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get that money. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got. I get.
In this moment, yes, I cannot say what's wrong or right. No, it's not hard to fool me. No, 'cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yes. Yeah, lead the way, I follow. No need to say. Where we are heading now, babe, I follow to the edge of it all, to the edge of it all.
Check 1, 2, let's go.
So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find no better one, yeah. Susceptible now, before the moment flies. Ooh, so tell your good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Ooh, susceptible now.
plan. No. Cause I know what I'm getting into. Yes. Yeah. And nothing can stop me. No. Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Be the way I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell you good night, 'cause I'll find no matter what, yeah. Susceptible now, before the moment flies, before it flies. So tell you good night, 'cause I'll find no matter what. Susceptible now, before the moment flies.
Yo, what's good? What is good? We are back. We are back. We are back.
You want to come home with me tonight? It's been a while.
So what is it this time? You just want to be held, or you want the LD?
What you think it is? I want the LD, baby. And then I want to be held. That's all right with you?
You know me. It's my duty to please that booty.
Yo, what is good? What is good? What is good? Happy Tuesday to everyone. Happy Tuesday. I am your host, Ross Lee, and you are here at another episode of the Black Bottom Broadcast, where we here to bring the real, have grown folk conversations, and have a good time doing it. Shout out to everybody that is out here tonight. I hope everyone had a good weekend. Shout out to all of the newer subscribers that actually, because I know I was supposed to did a live stream Friday, had some personal family situations going on, so I had to tend to that. So it is what it is. And but I appreciate all the love and the views and the respect that I was getting on the shorts of last Tuesday's live stream. I appreciate all the new subscribers. Is subscribed now. Hopefully, you guys are getting while we're here live, or you might want to check us out on the replay, gang. You know, because everybody got other things going on. So I know you ain't gonna just sit up and tune in to me every minute, every hour, every second. You know, so it is what it is with that. I hope everyone's having a good week so far. I hope everyone had a great weekend that just passed. And I hope everyone is striving to be the best version of yourself. Hold on. Wait a minute. No. Okay. I had to make sure my buttons was right. Anyway, I've been seeing and hearing a lot of things. I've been seeing that since this whole Corey and Anton debacle didn't happen, that everybody is kind of like picking sides. And which is understandable because, you know, this is what we do as tribes in our culture. We pick sides. We band up one band, one sound with, you know, certain circles and certain people for whatever the benefits of that is. Hey, shout out to you, Sweetness. You're never late to the party. And like she say, like, share, and if you are new, please subscribe. Thank you for all the new subscribers. I had an abundance of them over this past week, you know, from last week. So I really appreciate all that. But like I said, there are situations where, you pick a side. You pick the people that you want to, rock with, regardless regardless of what that reason is. It might be because they have something that you're wanting, like status or money or things like that. Or they might just want to, latch on to certain people because they're just good people, you know? Um, I'm seeing a lot of shit with this Corey and lead attorney and Anton Daniels and a few other content creators that have really, and even some comedians that have really tried to paint Corey Holcomb in a light that you know is not too favorable. And I got to say this: right is right, wrong is wrong. But what I'm not going to do is fall for people just trying to assassinate this man's character because of who he is. He's never minced words as far as what he is, what he's dealt with, and how he thinks on things. I'm just not going to do that. He's 100 with whatever he said. If he said it, he meant it. If he and anybody from Chicago that know how the old school heads of old how we used to get down, especially when it came to roasting each other, especially when it came to telling things how it is. We have no chill. We really don't. Yeah, we got some that like to talk behind your back. Those the ones that you got to watch out for. Those are the snakes that'll do you greasy if it was to get them out of a jam. But the one thing I respect of some of the people that's from my region, they're gonna speak their mind, regardless of how you feel, regardless of what you think, and they gonna stand on it. They gonna stand on it. Cause I know I stood on a lot of things as far as what I've said. I've stood on a lot of things about things of how I feel. Like my grandmama always used to say, God rest her soul, you can either lump it or dump it. You ain't gotta accept it. You just might be one less bitch I gotta worry about. Or you might be that motherfucker I need to worry about, so I gotta keep my head on a swivel. I heard some shit the other day about a buck tooth bastard that's out here, still had my name in his mouth and my old organization in his mouth, you know, call me a bitch. Call me a bee. You know what I'm saying? But he never said that to me in my face. Even though I'm catching his stuff now, there's some things that probably happened a little while ago, but yeah, that's why in that whole circle, it's all crumbling and falling apart. Because the worst thing you can do when you're trying to establish that in particular lifestyle is to have volatile minded people that don't know how to follow rules, people that don't know how to shut the fuck up, people that's always ready to pop off for the littlest minute things. And I'm not saying be a punk. I'm not saying, not, take up for yourself, your family, whatever the case may be. I ain't saying that. But if you just gonna just do some shit just to be doing some shit and they go left, then you have to reap the consequences behind it. I just heard recently, this past week or whatever, there was oh yeah, you know the person I'm talking about. Hell, the motherfucker that was glad that I got up out of the club world. But I just heard recently that somebody else in that circle just lost their life. Some sister. Um, I can't think of her name right now. So if anybody is tuning in that know what I'm talking about, if you know it, put it in the chat. But condolences to her and her family. But see, this is what happens when you got a body of people that's trying to claim that they're about the people and about community and about networking, and they just bring any and anybody in. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out. Is that Joshua Anderson? Did I say that right? If I didn't, I do apologize. But shout out to you, you know, and hey, I hope everything is good. I hope you're having a great Tuesday. Oh, shit, you say you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah, she in the club. Yeah. Same bullshit. Same bullshit going on, you know. And that's just not just in that circle. That's just going on all across the country, you know. We have a serious problem with learning how to interact with each other um in a conducive manner. Is it Jesse or Anderson? I'm not sure. Man, if I butchered your name, I apologize. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to try to butcher your name, but yeah, but we got to do. I keep saying we got to do until we do better. This is what's always going to happen. You know, until we take it upon ourselves as individuals to do better, it's not going to happen. You know, um, we all got problems. We all got issues. We all got dilemmas. We all have a past, but that shouldn't define you. If you're willing and able to do the next thing to move forward in life, then that's what you should do. You know, and live your best life the best way you can. Don't worry about what other people think and say about you. If they serve you no purpose, if they don't hinder your progression, then don't take it personal. Because listen, in life, we all gonna have haters. And if you have haters, you're doing something right. If no one's speaking on you and you know, for whatever reason in a negative light, you ain't standing on shit. But if you really making change, if you really making moves, if you really aligning yourself with people that is on the same accord as you, yeah, you're gonna have haters here and there. Brush them off. Brush them off your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, I'm not going long drawn into that rant. I might talk about that little situation. But you know how we do. We always start off with a body cam. So shout out to my man Heavy Gant. We had the Black Bottom Ronscast. Oh, and by the way, while you here, get you some water, eat you some fruit, roll you a blunt, have you a beer, get you a cocktail, drink you some juice. But you gotta leave them pills alone, because them mugs will kill you. This is our first time watching this, so hey, let's go.
But the real chaos erupted later inside the police station lobby.
Hey, yo, primary officer is the channel, guys. Link is in the description. If you want to watch this video without seeing my big head popping up talking, click that link. Go over there, support Primary Officer. But you should know, I only do these videos for my audience. Let's not waste no time.
Who are you on the phone with? So we're gonna have to seize your phone. So go ahead and hang up.
Seize my phone for what?
Go ahead and hang up.
Why?
Uh-oh.
Go ahead and hang up.
They want to seize my phone, but I'm not under arrest for it.
You're not under arrest, but your phone's gonna be seized.
No.
You're gonna hang up the phone.
See, we already be on bullshit. And this the shit that be pissing me off about our new generation. Everybody is so on these phones. They are so addicted to these devices. It's like any and every little thing they gotta always be on it, especially when they get caught up in jam. Why is that? Why is it that I've seen countless number of body cam videos, and every time potential person that getting talked to by the police, they always got to get on their phones, man. This is this look. Everyone's trying to have a Sandra Bland moment. Everyone's trying to have a George Floyd moment. Everyone's trying to have a Trayvon Martin moment. I mean, like, stop it, man. They have recorders on their bodies as well. So we all see you. So let's go.
I seized my phone, but
So-
I'm not in custody.
so listen,
There's
so-
three of them all around me.
so listen.
FaceTime me for a second.
Does she know she in the police station? And still on the phone talking to somebody else that ain't there. Probably her mama. Why wouldn't it be her mama? You're in the police station. Hey, you think you got an option? Okay, let's watch this. This is going to be a good one. Come on.
You listen for a second. So the fire is gonna be under investigation.
That's fine.
Okay, and we're gonna seize your phone.
Okay.
Why?
Fire.
Because the fire's under investigation.
That don't sound good. So, like, what the fuck you got going on? What the fuck, you had to come to the damn police station because of some fire situation. Like, man, see, I don't know what it is about certain situations with people, but man, everybody is not just. This ain't the old times. I'll say that. This ain't the 80s. This ain't the 90s. It's cameras everywhere. People talk on top of that. The last thing you want to do is to just still constantly stay reckless out here, man. And I know it sounds crazy and corny and shit like that, but there ain't nothing wrong with being a square. It ain't nothing wrong with being a lane. You know what that, entails? It entails you staying out of trouble. It helps you stay out of jail. It also helps you stay out of a premature deletion of life. You can breathe another day being a lame in a square. If you staying on task with your life and your family, these kind of situations just don't happen. But when you breed a generation of dysfunction and don't correct it, it's going to continue to happen. And I can already know that this person right here that they got in the police station grew up in an environment that had no structure, had no discipline, had no balance. 9 times out of 10, or 9.99 times out of 10, she was probably raised by a single woman. But all right, let's go. Let's see this.
I need to know on my
So you can hand me the phone, or I can take the phone.
Oh shit! I'm rewinding this back. Hey, I kind of like the energy. Let's rewind this back. Right here. Let's go.
Fire's gonna be under investigation.
That's fine.
Okay, and we're gonna seize your phone.
Why?
Because the fire's under investigation.
I need to know on my
So you can hand me the phone, or I can take the phone.
But I need to know.
I mean, why? Because they said so. MIC. You see, we see you. KEY. Why? Because we ass, bitch. MOUSE. Motherfucker. The fuck you talking about?
to know what my phone did. They're not telling me a reason why my phone.
I just did.
But you said it's under investigation, which I.
So listen to me. The fire.
That's her phone.
So the fire is going to be under investigation, and your phone's going to be seized.
Is she?
Oh,
Yes, everybody's phone's being seized.
man. Are y'all looking at an arson charge? Oh my God, what did y'all do?
Oh no, because you never told me that my phone would be seized when I got here. She didn't tell me that.
Okay, and when I got here, the detective.
Oh, I'm gonna stop it right there. I
That's
know
the
y'all
whole
probably like,
fucking
man, he stopped it again. Yes, man. Why would the police tell you that they're going to seize your phone? Come on down to the police station.
Hold on.
And then we're gonna seize your phone. Why would they do that? So you can delete whatever's on your phone,
man.
whatever. Just so you guys know, man.
Hold on. But one. As I was saying, because fucking StreamYard. But check this out. Why the fuck would the police tell you, oh yeah, we want you to come down to the station because we want to give you an interview for this arson charge and we're going to seize your phone. Why would they do that? I mean, seriously, why in the fuck would they do that? Because you know what's going to happen? One, you ain't going to show up. Two, whatever fucking shit you got in your phone, you're going to delete. But little do you niggas know, it doesn't matter what you delete off your phone. Anything that you put online, any text messages, any inboxes, any videos, anything that you put on social media that's associated with the World Wide Web, they can retrieve that shit, whether you deleted it or not. That is your digital footprint. And however you move on social media, if it was serious enough for people to investigate it, that had technology to go find that shit and retrieve it, oh yeah, they're gonna find it. So yeah, you know you done fucked up, right?
Whatever you have on your phone, if you delete it, they can recover it. They got several ways to recover it. But anyway, that sounds silly. Anyway, let me just play it. Let's see what happens.
Wasn't here. We were waiting for the detective, so the detective's going to seize your phone.
No one told me any of this.
Okay.
You told me that you were about to take me home.
Okay. So I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. So you can hang up. You can hang up the phone, and I can take you home. Yep.
So. No, they're not taking my phone and letting me leave. I don't know what I'm finna. It's 3 a.m. I can't go there.
It's 4 police officers. She's in a police station. This is behind something domestic, and she's telling them what they not gonna do.
And I can take you home. Yep.
So. No, they're not taking my phone and letting me leave. I don't know what I'm finna. It's 4 a.m. I can't go without my phone.
Well, how is she gonna go?
Right, where am I gonna go without my phone? If I do the interview,
that's up to you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I do the interview,
you hear that? I'm telling you, the spirit of disobedience is passed down, y'all. It ain't just like it just comes out of nowhere. It is passed down. It is indoctrinated. A lot of times they are born and bred and molded in the spirit of disobedience. If you will be in a police station with several cops around you, with guns, with pepper spray, with handcuffs, with the ability to take your life and take your freedom, and you're already under, you know what I mean, some suspicious activity. They're already looking at you, and you still ain't gonna listen? You think a man stands a chance? Come on.
You can go do the interview, but your phone's gonna currently be seized.
Can I talk to him first? Can he come down here? Because
no, we're not going to do that. So you can hang up the phone, or I'm going to take the phone. That's how this is going to work.
Oh, absolutely not.
So
she said, hang up the phone, and they're going to take the phone. Because at this point, I'm being threatened.
It's not a threat. I've asked you several tiends, and you're just going to go back and forth with me.
Reason as to why.
What was the threat at? They gave you an order. Like, no, bitch. We're about to investigate. Shit is under investigation, and we're going to seize your phone. Regardless of what you got on it or what you don't have on it. Trust me, we're going to seize your phone and further our investigation. For you doing this right now, you're showing your guilt. If you didn't do nothing, then there shouldn't be no problem. Actually, if you wasn't doing nothing, you wouldn't even be in the fucking police station right now. Let's just think about that. Ain't nobody just the police ain't just picking up random motherfuckers just to call them and summons them to come to the goddamn police station for because they're investigating something. Let's just keep it 100. I mean, come knock that shit the fuck off. If you ain't doing shit, they not gonna look for you. If you are minding your own goddamn business and living your best life, what the fuck would the police want you coming to the goddamn jail for? Hello? Tell me I'm lying.
Why my phone is being taken?
So the fire is going to be under investigation by the fire department. So stop, don't interrupt me. So don't interrupt me. The fire is going to be under investigation.
Don't ever tell me not to.
Shit. Here we go. So the phone's going to be seized. So in a second, I'm going to take it.
I'm asking you. I'm asking you a reason. I'm not being rebuttal. I'm asking you a reason.
So if you would like to talk to the detective, you can.
Why is my phone being seized?
And this is another thing that's wrong with our younger generation of people. These Gen Zers, these fucking, I don't know what to call them. They don't know how to shut the fuck up. They don't know how to listen. They don't know how to converse. They don't know how to do nothing but just deflect, especially when they know they wrong. They want to try to overtalk you. They want to get out their body, get in their feelings, all this shit. Man, shout out to the ones that want to do law enforcement. I ain't got time for this bullshit right here. This little interaction right here, I'm not going to keep playing with this bitch. I said what I said, and you're going to do what I fucking asked you to do. Period. We ain't about to go there. It's either you do what the fuck I said to do, or there's going to be repercussions and consequences. That's just life. If you ain't did nothing wrong, then you shouldn't worry about it.
If you would like to talk to the detective that is seizing it, you can. Do you wish to talk to him?
Yeah, but
do you want to give an interview?
Okay.
No, I wanted to ask him why my phone's being seized because she said she could take me home, but without my phone, that doesn't make sense. It sounds like that.
So, are you going to talk to the detective?
No, I need everyone to come and tell me why my phone's being seized because no one told me this until right now.
Okay.
Right this second.
So,
because it seems like
that's the question. The question.
Why does everyone got to tell you what the fuck it is that you got to do? She told you what the fuck you need to do. And so just do it. Just Nike, nigga. Like, what is wrong with these people? See, this is what happens. This is the aftermath of drug babies. I swear to God, man. I keep saying that shit. I know it sounds harsh and shit like that, but man, it's too many of these overly emotional, overly volatile as people in this generation of the community that just don't know how to act right. They just overly emotional, just pop off, just gotta ask the same question 1,000 fucking times, thinking they gonna get a different answer. You're not. You know, my pastor said, because it's the old saying that goes, when you try to do the same thing over and over again, hoping for the same result, that's insanity. No, it's when you do the same thing over and over again, knowing that it ain't going to work. It's insanity. That's crazy. All right, well, let's go.
No, it seems like he's being petty because he woke up and I won't do the interview.
So the question is, are you going to talk to the detective?
As a matter of fact, are you recording this? Yeah. Okay.
Hey, also let your mama know you're on the Heavy Gant channel, man. Y'all both look crazy. Come on, y'all looking crazy as a family right now. Come on.
Are you going to talk to the detective and provide an interview? Yes or no?
Is that with or without the phone?
Without the phone. The phone's being seized. Are you talking to the detective or no? I don't know. That's not my question.
I need to answer to that.
So the question is, are you going to provide an interview?
No.
No? Okay.
Unless
Go ahead and hand me the phone.
I have to know if my phone is
Nope.
being
Go ahead and hand me the phone.
There we go.
Do not kick. Okay, push your legs out. Stop. Relax. Relax.
Mom, I'm not letting go. I promise.
Relax.
Mom, I'm not letting
Relax.
go.
We just want your phone. That's
We
it,
just
okay?
want your phone.
They're trying to give me no protection.
Huh?
No.
Whoa.
No.
Stop it.
Stop kicking.
Stop kicking.
And mama, I think her mama may be in on whatever this could be. I could be wrong. I don't think I am, no. You see what I'm saying? Let me rewind it back. As they're making contact, she's talking to her mama, and it sounds like a kid that they mama knows some information. Could be reaching, but I don't think I am. Here, rewind this back, dog. Listen to her.
I have to know if my phone is.
Go ahead and hand me the phone. Do not kick. Okay, push your legs out. Stop. Relax. Relax.
Mom, I'm not letting go. I promise.
Relax.
Mom, I'm not letting.
This is when you know a motherfucker guilty about some shit. She going through all these extremes to like not let them get her phone. You know what's some shit in that phone that's gonna fucking incriminate her. You know what's some shit in that phone of conversations that's leading up to what they're investigating. You know what's some shit in that phone that might possibly put this motherfucker in jail. And she think that this is gonna work, whereas they not gonna sit there and hold her feet to the fire, so to speak. But hey, you know, we gonna let this ride, so let's go.
Letting go, I promise. That sounds like her mama said, don't let them get that phone. That sounds like a conversation that her and her mama said, don't give them that information.
I'm not letting
Relax.
go.
We just want your phone. That's it.
We just
okay?
want your phone.
They're trying to give me no protection.
No.
Stop it.
Stop kicking.
Stop kicking.
Mom, they're trying to give me.
Hey, give me your hand. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. Give me your hand.
Whatever's going on, and we just new to the party with this, and you know, we ain't got too many details, but obviously it's an arson. But whatever's going on, she know about it, the mama know about it, and I'm quite sure a few other people know what the fuck they talking about. Why she want to get on the phone and talk to her fucking mama, knowing that she know what they know is crazy work. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy fucking work. But all right, let's see how this shit unfolds. We still got a little time. Yeah, we got a little time left.
Turn her to that way.
This way toward me.
The grip of the patriarchy.
Give me.
Roll.
Give me.
Man, I will say her dreads are beautiful. You see how clean they are, or twist, or whatever it is. Man, I like those. Anyway, come on.
Give me your hand.
Which way we roll?
Give me your hand. I almost.
I'm gonna keep doing the pressure.
Yeah, the female, the super dyke in fucking state penitentiary gonna love her locks too. She gonna be watching them for her too. She gonna be doing all kind of shit too. She probably gonna make that motherfucker wash her damn panties and drawers and shit like that. But anyway, I'm just talking shit. Don't mind me. But anyway, let's go.
Pressure point until you let go. Let go.
This hand.
Release your hand.
Release your other hand.
Pressure point of obedience. Come on.
Release your other hand.
I got her elbow out. Right here. I got her wrist.
Got this. Who has cuffs? Cuffs. Okay, you can let go. Watch out, look under. Relax.
I got it right.
Oh my God, y'all put me in that now.
What did you think was going to happen? You doing this in a police station? Like, what? How did you think this was going to go down?
No, I'm not under.
Relax your arm.
I'm not under arrest, she says.
Are under arrest.
You're under arrest. Relax your arms.
Oh my God, y'all put me in cuffs now. No, I'm not under arrest.
Relax your arm.
Are under arrest.
You're under arrest. Relax your arms.
Under arrest for what?
See, this comes from an imbalanced household. This kind of reaction, this kind of talk I'm seeing, this comes from an imbalanced household. This comes from a household that has no discipline, no structure, and no knowing accountability, learning accountability, understanding that there are causes and effects of life. You know, every action there's a reaction. You know, the guilt is right here. It's not even remotely hidden. You're doing all this extra bullshit for what? You already caught. Now it's all about how many charges you done racked up in this little exchange right here. Because you definitely resisting arrest. I'm sure with all this kicking and fighting and tussling and fussing, you probably done got an assault charge on a law enforcement officer. You know, all kind of shit. You know, which they call LEO, L-E-O, you know, law enforcement officer. So whenever you hear a body cam and they say assault on an LEO, yeah, that's assault on a law enforcement officer. But anyway, let's go.
You know what I'm second third? No.
Oh my God, I'm filing the case as soon as I get off this floor. You all have no right. I came down here willingly because you're a black woman.
Get up.
Oh, okay.
I want
Here
you
we go. Here we go.
to think about how you're doing another black woman.
Okay.
When you
Here we go with the bullshit, the niggerdom on Black History Month. Here we go with the bullshit of the lack of accountability because it's a black officer hemming your ass up and arresting you. That's the same gender, and now you want to play the race card. You know, these tactics are old. You know, Black Lives Matter fucked that up for y'all. You know, it fucked it up for us as a collective. You know, that shit don't fly no more. You know, everybody ain't trying to hit a scheme no more. You know, the Victim Police Award, you know, she is one of the strong nominations of the Policeman's Victim Award of the year. And fuck, we in February. The year ain't even fucking really got full swing yet. We in the second month. We got 10 more months left. Whew, it's gonna be an interesting year in 2026. Can I say? But anyway, let's go.
you go to
Relax. Relax.
Don't say nobody has more fatigue than customer-facing black employees. God bless you.
you just put me in handcuffs and I came down here willingly.
Can you look here, double lock?
Hold on, let me
I
tighten them up.
came down here willingly.
Hey, yo, where is this at? Illinois. What does it say?
Get off of me.
Stay down.
Nope.
Somewhere in Illinois. Of course, it's somewhere in fucking Illinois. But anyway, I'm not surprised. But anyway, let's go.
Relax.
Stay down.
Get me off the
No,
fucking floor.
relax.
Stay down.
Okay, so those aren't dreads. Those are like twists, huh? Okay.
Am I on the floor?
All right.
I don't know.
Okay, we're
How do
gonna
you
roll this
think?
way.
Why are
Ready?
you pinning
Nope.
me on the floor?
We're gonna
do you
get
think?
you up. Relax.
Still
Relax.
pinning me up like I'm a human.
We're going left. We're going my way. Roll my way.
We're going
Roll my way. All right, stand up. Go to your knees, Taylor.
Yo, peace, Big Mike. Peace, Big Mike. I see you in the house. Shout out to you for tuning in. She doing it to herself, man. This broad. See, like I said, this the lack of balance of parenting. no emotional control, no conflict resolution skills. You know, this bogus. I mean, a perfect example of what a lot of these Gen Zers are moving in our community. I mean, there are a lot of them in other communities that's kind of, you know, off the cup, kind of tilted to a certain side as well. But in our community, in the black community, in the FBA community, you know, um, it's sad. It's sad of the lack of knowledge. It's sad of the lack of temperaments. It's sad of the lack of self control. It's sad of the lack of accountability in our community. Not only even just that generation, just as a collective, you know, we got a lot of work to do. And I don't see it changing no time soon. It's going to get way worse before it gets better. I just want y'all to know that. And it's sad that I'm saying that because I thought we had a chance, but we've digressed tremendously in how we live in our lives out here, All right, let's go.
I'm just okay with this. All of y'all.
Yeah.
And you a black woman. You are a black African American woman.
And you got very politically correct with it.
Where's the phone at?
You're black.
All right, we're going this way.
They're white. I expect it from them.
All right.
You're black, dude.
Okay, you also kicked me in the head. So
There you go.
You
There
also,
you go.
I came down here willingly because I trusted you.
Oh, okay.
And look at what you're doing.
You should have known better.
Are you
should have
willing
known.
to provide a statement or no?
Listen here.
What does that mean?
You should have known better because you knew you were in the wrong. So what's that?
I trusted you. You're a black woman. I should have known better. You should have known better. I should have. Oh my God! Blah blah. Shut the fuck up. Call. Cry. There's no crying in arrest. There's no crying. You said because a lot of these females feel that they supposed to be able to do anything they want without no type of consequence at all. Yeah, that's how they're taught. It's sad as it sounds. Even but the men too. The men in that generation too. They feel the same way too. But it is so pronounced on both ends, really. I can't say one or the other is worse, but in that whole ilk of people, and this girl is 18. She's 18 years old acting like this. Imagine what life is going to be for her from this point on. Imagine how she's going to be at 21, 25, 30. If she don't get her shit together now, she ain't going to ever get her shit together at all. It's going to be real hard for her.
What is this officer supposed to do? Not enforce the law, not do their job because y'all share the same skin tone? Stop it. This is why I'm always very, very suspicious. And you should always be very, very suspicious when people lead with this type of talk. Because typically what they want you to do, all right, is let some shit slide. What they want to do is get away with something. What they want to do is get over. What they want to do is take advantage. So they lead with that. If you lead with that, I'm suspicious, Jack. Come on. Oh, shit, that rhymes. I'm a poet. I didn't even know it. Come on.
Are you going to talk to me if we go back there or not?
You are forcing me to.
I'm asking you if you're going to.
But you're forcing me to.
I can't force you to talk.
You're taking my items.
I'm seizing this for now, yes.
What does that mean?
Do you want to provide a statement?
My detective, I need to talk to her. I need an attorney present.
All right. Okay.
I need a lawyer.
You can take her to jail.
All right.
Hold on. You don't know what C's mean? It means I'm taken. See what I'm saying? And you wonder why the school system and our black people in public schools have some of the lowest test scores across the board, across the country. Because they ain't trying to learn shit. They ain't trying to do simple understanding of life. See, it's gonna be real hard for people like them. See, this is what kills me. See, they expect, generation, like them, they expect for others to look out for them when they lacking, or when they just want to just do for them. You know what I'm saying? They just want to just have carte blanche for any and anything that they do, and don't hold themselves no accountability. Yeah, no home training, no nothing. See, we didn't grow up in that generation. Our elders didn't play. You're gonna learn how to fuck clean up. You're gonna learn how to respect your elders. You're gonna learn how to um be self-sufficient. This motherfucker, I ain't gonna be here forever. And when I'm dead and gone, and depending on how you moving, you probably ain't gonna have shit I'ma leave when I leave. You know what I'm saying? Man, Gen X. People can say what they want about us 70s babies, but we some of the best out here. We don't depend on motherfuckers to do shit for us. We don't ask for not all, but majority of us. Because we got some fucking shitheads in our fucking generation too. So it goes across the board, but this shit, what these new generation motherfuckers doing, is over the top. They just totally disrespectful, and they don't think that fat meat greasy until it smacks them on the ass. Then they're gonna realize it. But shout out to everybody that's out here tonight that's tuning in. Hit the like, hit the share button, and if you are new, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get all future live streams of the Black Bottom Risecast. Let's go.
Where's her property?
Whatever charges you guys have.
You have resisting and aggravated battery of a police officer.
Oh my God. Okay, I'll do the interview.
You still have the charges.
No.
I did not aggravate you. You assaulted me.
Okay, so relax.
You assaulted me. I'm 18 years old and you assaulted me.
You're a grown woman. That's what that means. You're a grown woman. Okay? So you get a grown woman's consequences.
Of course I'm aggravated. I wasn't resisting arrest. You didn't say that I was under arrest.
Is this the back to your earring?
Are you arrested? Are you putting something on my record?
You're being arrested. I asked you, so listen, I asked you to provide your phone and you refused, okay? When you
you didn't give me a reason.
So, no, I said your phone was being seized.
You
said,
never gave me the reason.
Don't interrupt me. I said your phone was being seized.
I asked you the reason.
Several times
I trusted you. That's why I came.
You did not hand me your phone. Okay. Then we took your phone.
I came here willingly.
You're going to jail.
I kicked you out because you all were manhandling me. I couldn't move. I was
we don't really kick police officers, but
I was scared. Hello, you would do the same thing.
Cuffs still be double locked if they weren't double locked back.
They weren't. Go ahead and double lock them.
Double lock them. I can't move.
That's the point.
Are you guys serious right now?
Damn, you was just kung fu fighting. Yes, they gonna double lock them. Why wouldn't they?
How are you gonna do this to me? I'm like, bro, I just got out of high school and you all are scaring me.
Need to transport her.
Do you mind?
There's something can. Or Cassie,
Who am I talking to?
I'm just doing paper, but
I'm not busy. I'm
Yes.
You do.
Yes.
Okay, it's not going to affect any charges they have on you.
Okay, then just what is happening right now? I came down here because I thought I was doing an interview. Why am I in cuffs?
I'd like to still interview you. That's not.
But why am I in cuffs? I'm scared. Why are you all touching me? Why is my stuff being seized? You told me I was coming here for an interview. I came here under false pretenses. That is the case.
Why the fuck are you yelling? That's not gonna help your case right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, calm down. Take a breath. Shut the fuck up. There's no way around what you got going on. You're fucked up. They said they were going to interview you and you was able to leave. But because they said that they were going to seize your phone, That's when you got all out your body. So why would you get all out your body? Because see, and that's another thing that's fucked up about this new generation of people. Y'all just can't do without these goddamn cell phones. And y'all just don't realize how much damaging shit that y'all put on y'all cell phones that could come back on you. You need to be a little bit smarter. All these wannabe gangsters, all these wannabe bosses, all these wannabe players, all this shit. You got to understand, your digital footprint goes nowhere. You know how much money you got to spend to get your digital footprint erased completely, where can't no one find it, even the federal government? It's going to be a lot. You can't afford it. The average person can't afford it. Even hell, the average middle class can't afford it. It's a lot. You got to spend a lot. So instead of jamming yourself up, people got to understand, we're in a time right now where it's cameras everywhere. That's way better than what it was 30 years ago. You got to understand that these phones are tracking devices that can track your every move, whether you want them to or not. You taking your location off of your phone does not stop them knowing where you're moving to. Okay? The access of that kind of capability is not for the average person. But they can access all that, especially if they need to find out certain shit. So keep on with the keep on.
Itself.
Do you want to go back and talk or not?
There will be 3 cases filed in the morning, I promise you.
Yes or no? You want to go?
Let's go. Let's go to the cage, jail, wherever we're going. I need to make a call. I get one call. I know that much.
Hey, I'm perfect this way.
Okay.
Hey, yo, like that right there is okay with me. That right there is that shit she did in the lobby. Nah, man. Like if you got this far, you fucked up, you got jammed up. Okay, I get it. But to do that right there, I'm also thinking, what does her mama know? Do you guys think I'm reaching there? All right, but I think the way she was sounding there, like her mama knows something.
I get one call. I know that much.
Have 2 people going.
Do you want to go with him? Do you have something or no?
I just want to
This is normal. I think this is normal, Illinois. Abnormal in normal. Come on.
No. You're resisting aggravated battery.
I just said normal.
I resisted because you gave me no reason. You cannot search me or take my items with giving me no reason. So that you have a case for. And it was an aggravated assault. It's called defending myself when I feel that I'm in harm's way.
Oh, okay.
And that's the situation that you put me in because I thought I was coming for an interview.
Oh, all right.
And now I'm in handcuffs.
You sure are.
Without a phone.
Oh.
No. I patted her down. I'll search her right now. Right here.
Why would you lie to me?
I didn't lie to you.
You did lie
I
to
did
me
not lie to you.
time. You told me you was here when we got here. You told me I was
It's
doing
real
an interview
simple.
and you were
It's real simple, Sweetness. A lot of these young females are been raised by single women that ain't got not a clue of life the right way. They're too masculine. They're too hard-headed. They're too nasty. They just bums. If a man raised children to come out into the world like this, what would you think they would call those men? They'll call them a bum. And what my man Big Mike said, we say, boy, they love them phones. You know, listen, when my job was hiring, one of the questions was asked, can you be able to work 8 hours without your personal phone? And a lot of the potential candidates I guess you're saying turned down the job. See what I'm saying? Listen. So it is what it is with that. A lot of jobs do that shit. So if the requirements is for you to not have your phone handy, nigga, put the phone away. Okay? Just put the phone away. Because what's more important, your phone or this money? See, their priorities is all fucked up. Like I say, no balance, no structure, no provision, and no knowing how to move in this world. So this is a lost generation right now, man.
But take me home. Why are you treating me like I'm a criminal? There was a fire at my house.
Correct, and that's what you were here for the interview. You said,
Yes.
So stop yelling, okay? I'm gonna talk to you. You said you were here for an interview, correct?
Right.
Our detectives
Trying to get that insurance money. Come on.
come in from Bloomington. I don't know how
I think Mama knows about it. God bless Bloomington. Come on.
long it takes them to get here. I
I wasn't mad at you. I told you that.
I know that. You said you did no longer want to do that interview, right?
No, because I'm tired. I said I won't be of much help right now.
Correct. So that's why you went to the lobby. I was gonna take you home.
Right.
At that point, the officer wanted your phone seized.
You didn't say that. You said he wanted my phone confiscated. You didn't give me that specific reason, ma'am.
Because you were yelling at me for about 5 minutes. So
Because I wasn't understanding, and I'm asking you the same question. I asked you the same question multiple times. You did not answer me.
Put your knees in.
You didn't answer me one time. That doesn't matter to you when I'm sitting here talking to you.
I tried to talk to you and reason with you.
You weren't reasoning with me.
And you were just
You were
yelling.
just telling me, and I'm asking you questions like a human being. And you're smiling. This is funny to you?
Probably.
How do you do this and
I'm
you're
sure.
okay with it?
And you're a black woman. How could you do this? I'm racing to this, ma'am.
When do I get my call?
Because it's funny and sad. That's why. You know, older heads, you know, millennials on up, you know, yeah, we laugh at y'all kind of motherfuckers. We laugh at you Gen Zers. Because y'all are just over the top, disrespectful, wild, deranged, entitled. It's crazy, man. It is utterly insane how they move, and they think they're gonna be successful in the world. I got a prediction. The because a lot of us probably won't see it when they finally hit a moment of clarity. A lot of the Gen Zers is not gonna really realize how much they fucked up in their life until like my age in the 50s. And by that time, it might be too late. I ain't saying all of them. Some of them got some sense. That's because they was, you know, raised in a different structure and environment and communities. But majority of these motherfuckers, good luck to them. It's gonna be hard knocks. They're gonna be singing that Annie song. It's a hard knock life for us. Face ass. The fuck?
Call.
We're going straight to the police department or straight to the jail right now.
And that's when I get my call?
Sure.
Why do I have on cuffs?
Because you're under arrest.
What am I under arrest for?
I told you, remember?
Jesus, man.
Aggravated assault?
Aggravated battery.
It wasn't aggravated battery.
Yes.
It was
Damn, you dumb.
This bitch is slow, man. I mean, goddamn. See, this is why I can't be the police, because my mouth is reckless. I'm not about to sit here and have her keep asking me the same slow ass, redundant ass questions over. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You're going to jail. You assaulted officers. You didn't want to fucking follow instructions. So shut the fuck up. Like, please. Because you talking retarded right now. I will throw jabs, insults, man. Yeah, I'm that kind of person. That's probably why I was never a policeman. I'm too disrespectful, man. This is ridiculous. What are we talking about? They're doing an arson investigation. That's serious business. And You, your mama, whoever else is somewhat involved. This is why you acting like that. This ain't gonna be a good thing for you. You know, you better hope and pray that you're not implicated in whatever this arson case is in Normal, Illinois. What?
Donkey kicked several times on body cam. That's what you did. We seen it. We had several cops to detain you.
Because it wasn't explained.
Okay.
Those charges get dropped. You know that, right?
I mean, how many times we get explained to you?
Bad heads in the way here.
What is wrong with you?
I do appreciate this cop's calm demeanor, and you actually now in better light can clearly see that those aren't dreads, but it's all good. See here, okay.
Battery.
It wasn't aggravated battery. It was resisted because it wasn't explained.
Oh.
Okay.
You hear that? Okay. I mean, that's a horrible explanation for why you donkey kicked while they were arresting you, man.
Those charges get dropped. You know that, right?
I mean, the multiple donkey kick is insane work.
I don't make that determination.
Why do y'all talk to people like they're not humans when they're in cuffs?
Hey, stop.
Can you put that on my lips? They're dry.
No, not right now.
No, bitch. What? Ain't nobody putting shit on your lips, motherfucker. I say if you keep talking, I'll put my foot in your lip. But anyway, this is shit I'm talking about. Why did you treat it like you sat there and resisted and argued down because the weak demeanor people in your circles move like that? A lot of people, especially the men in this generation, power down to women like this that overtalk, that holler, that scream, that will bitch and bitch and bitch and bitch and bitch. And those men have no backbone. Those men have no standards. Those men have no drawing the line mentality. Hey, shout out to Not a Boy Kisser. Shout out to you again. One of my newer subscribers in the house. And shout out to all my extra new subscribers. I'm on a mission right now. I'm trying to at least get to 500. I know that I'm pimping. I'm at the black bottom. I'm just trying to build a platform so as we have a good time, have grown folk discussions, and do what we do. But hey, let's finish this off.
Bill.
Do you like lift it up thing?
It's a 5-minute ride. We'll be down to the jail, okay?
I'm still going to be handcuffed, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so your mouth can froth, man. Your lips can be a little ashy and chapped or whatever the case is. That's the least of your worries right now. You got your plate's full right now.
What? You got to be on the other side.
You said I'm still going to be handcuffed.
Right? Until we get down to the jail.
Yes, you are.
Is that when I get unhandcuffed?
Yep.
The woman was arrested and charged with aggravated battery of a peace officer.
Yo, I wonder, though, what happened with the arson play, right? Like, that is very interesting to me. I wonder what happened because it sounds like there's an arson investigation. What does mom know?
Yeah. Well, we won't figure that out no time soon. You know. But it is what it is. Hold on for a second, Joe. What the fuck? All right. Anyway, like I said, my StreamYard. How's everybody out here doing? I hope everybody's doing blessed. Yeah, that was wild shit, man. I always be Heavy Gant be always having some very interesting body cams. Being that this is the last week of Black History Month, I decided to put a little something out here, you know, pertaining to it. And the one thing that I don't like is that other blacks in diaspora as far as how they really feel about Black Americans. You know, FBAs, you know, foundational Black Americans and their views. I ran across a video not too long ago, a few days ago, with this Haitian was on this in particular podcast. And the disrespect that she has for Black Americans on this podcast was phenomenal. But we're gonna have a little Black history along with it as well. Oh, I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. I'm blessed. You know, blessed and highly favored. I appreciate it. But anywho, let's go to this. And you're gonna see what I'm talking about with this one. Shout out to AC Reacts. If you guys are not familiar with his channel, he does a lot of content. He's a real good content creator. Go over there and subscribe to him and tell him that the Black Bottom Broadcast sent you. He does a lot of good content. He's funny as shit though too. You know, me and him need to do a collab one day. But all right, let's go.
Cool. As far as I'm Haitian. Why? Where you from? What's your background? You American? Dirty Black American?
Wait, what?
Huh? What?
Wait, what'd you
American?
say?
Black American? What?
No. Hold on. You said dirty Black American.
You heard that? You just asked me.
And she thought that shit was funny. And here it is. This fucking heifer from Haiti, right? Living in America now. In New York. But has the audacity, the immediate gall to call Black Americans dirty Black Americans. Now, don't get me wrong. They are some dirty ass niggas out. But who the fuck are you to say that shit? Coming from the background that you came from. And we're going to break this down in this video as well. So like I said, here we're going to let it go. I'm going to let this play.
What I said. I did.
Why you said that?
Because that's what y'all are. Dirty Black American.
She just said that?
I did. A dirty Black American. I sure did. Because that's what y'all are.
Just chill out. Not dirty Black American comment. That's all that.
I'm sorry. You really took offense to that. I apologize.
Anybody would take offense to that.
I'm sorry.
Cool. Cool. I don't know why they didn't tell her background. I don't know why they didn't explain where she come from. I don't know why they didn't check her. Because it's simple. It's simple. This is simple work right here. This is easy work. Let's go to where you are from. Let's start with that. Let's start with Haiti. Let's start with that. And then we're going to start into what happened when they migrated over here, why they migrated over here, how they was able to migrate over here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go there.
Haiti's capital, Port-au-Prince, seems like a peaceful city on the Caribbean Sea. But on the ground, most of the metropolitan area is controlled by around 150 criminal groups, which the government has failed to stop. Their members terrorize the population through kidnapping, murder, sexual violence, looting, and burning down homes. According to the United Nations, criminal groups killed over 2,000 people and kidnapped more than 1,000 others during the first half of.
And this is where she's from. But we dirty, right? Look at this one little part right here. Yeah, I know we got slums, we got ghettos, we got hoods. And it ain't the best kept. I will say that. We deal with a lot of shit in our Black communities in the country, in the States. Or as people in like Boston, you know, the States. But this shit is like war zone, like war-torn area. Bible, let's go.
Half of 2023. Almost 200,000 people have fled their homes since 2022 due to violence. Many lack access to adequate
That's
food,
dirty.
water, shelter, education, healthcare.
That's
and other
dirty.
basic services. So how did the situation get so bad, especially in Cité Soleil commune, where
Talk about Haiti. Let's talk about Haiti. Haiti is the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere and one of the poorest in the world.
You said, did you know that all Americans used to be black before Britain and all that invaded America? Yeah, I did. I know my history. See, I'm gonna start doing more content other than the the popular stuff that's going on out here, like the everyday content that I see. I'm about to really start tapping in to some of the historical history. I know a lot of us didn't know that a lot of Europeans in the old days, the terminology for them out there was black. They called themselves black. That was a real thing. Even though they wasn't black, of course, but some sectors of Europeans considered themselves black. Was totally separate from the Africans. Yeah, I think it was like a status thing at that time. I'm not sure. I gotta really look it back up so I can give you the full details of that. But look that up as far as the earlier days of modern Europe. Some of the hierarchies were considered black. But anyway, let's go.
World, with approximately 60% of its population living below the poverty line. Roughly 5.7 million people, nearly half the population, face acute hunger. Years of political instability, violent gang conflict, and natural disasters have crippled the economy. Key poverty and economic indicators in Haiti are poverty rate 60%, right? Income per capita is roughly $550 a year, or around $1.50 a day. Hunger.
So basically, they broke as shit. Some of you part-time workers here in America, that might not be making a whole lot. Like you might make 20,000. Some of us out here might even scrape the $30,000 threshold. If you was making that kind of money in Haiti, you would be in the upper 5% of earners in that country. But we're dirty black Americans. Okay, let's go.
Almost half of the population, which is 5.7 million people, suffer from acute food insecurity. Inequality. The richest 1% of Haitians hold the same wealth as the bottom 45%. Economic drivers. The economy is heavily dependent on agriculture, yet it must import 50 to 85% of its food. This is Francois Duvalier, also known as Papa Doc, right? Now, the reason why I'm talking about Papa Doc is because he is responsible for the first wave, the first massive migrant wave for Haitians to the U.S. And the reason why is because when he ruled Haiti, historians called him one of the most brutal dictators in the Western Hemisphere, if not the most brutal dictator. He was characterized by a reign of terror, corruption, and a systematic abuse of power, resulting in the deaths of thousands upon thousands, right? Some say 30,000, others say close to 300,000, but he had created a feared private military force known as the Tauntauns, which was translation for boogeymen, who operate.
All right, so keep in mind, all these blacks that's in diaspora, that have their own take about Black Americans. Black Americans need to know their history as well. You know, the Nigerians, the Ghanaians, well, I'm half Belizean, so, but I know my history as far as about that. And hell, they catch hell out there in Belize as well. You know, the Jamaicans, you know, all these modern Caribbean people that come to this country and suck the resources, but have the mediated gall and the audacity to talk bad upon us, per se. Y'all need to start clapping back at them and putting them on blast about their history. Honestly, calculated, and wholeheartedly. Because how the fuck you gonna come to a place where our ancestors lost their lives to where we can be even in the place, in the position that we are right now in this country? That's what that was another part. Yeah, it was with voodoo and this political power that he had because he had money. You know, he was a fucking crook. But I'm gonna let that play. I'm gonna let this play.
Operated with impunities to suppress all opposition. They were responsible for kidnappings, torture, and public executions, often leaving bodies in the streets as warnings, right? He eliminated potential rivals, forced opposition, he forced opposing politicians into exile, and in 1964 declared himself president for life. While he and his cronies accumulated wealth, the majority of the population lived in extreme poverty with high illiteracy and poor health conditions. Following the execution of teenagers who painted anti-Duvalier graffiti, he ordered the disbanding of all youth organizations. Now, I want to talk about civil rights leaders, right? Martin Luther King and Malcolm X viewed oppression as a problem that's global, right? They viewed oppression as global, right? Now, Martin Luther King wasn't very vocal on, you know, what was going on in Haiti. He wasn't that vocal what was going on in Haiti, right? But he did say that any oppression anywhere is an injustice to all. But Malcolm X pointed out, and he pointed out in Africa, he pointed out in Jamaica, he pointed out in Haiti, and he said that in order for global supremacy to be taken down, we need to unite the diaspora and become one. And when he said that, you had people looking towards people in Haiti and inviting them, saying, hey, listen, if you're able to get over here, we'll give you aid, we'll give you housing. The government was not doing anything for them during the first wave, through the 50s and 60s. The government was not giving them grants, giving them loans, giving them anything. When they came over here, they were supported by Black Americans over here during the first wave. This is a fact. This is a fact. They were supported by Black Americans during the first wave. He became president in 57. So we're talking about the late 50s to the early 60s. That when they were over here, that their survival depended on us.
Because at that time, that generation of Blacks understood the struggle. They understood that strength is in numbers. They understood it didn't matter where you came from around the globe. If you look like us, you dealt with what we dealt with. So we're going to deal with it together and get better. But you motherfuckers in diaspora, you foreign blacks, you tethers, as we call you, that came to this country, got comfortable, got certain breaks and certain benefits because you wasn't originally from this country, and certain politicians cater to you motherfuckers. Y'all got a big head, and then you look down on us like how the Nigerians do in this country. Okay? How the Haitians treat us in this country. And them motherfuckers is buck wild out here. They buck fucking wild. And they get away with a lot of bullshit. I done seen countless accounts of them wilding the fuck out, especially out there in Florida. They very prominent in Florida, New York. Yeah, they're in Illinois as well. You know, they all over. But definitely in Florida, the Floridian Haitians, oh, y'all on a whole nother level. Y'all fucking psychotic. Yeah, especially the Arabs, them sand niggers. Try to be cool with us, but all they do is exploit our women here. Because they know our women here are po broke and gang banging, and they got a little money, so they fucking trick off with them. And them black women trick off with them. With Hapu and fucking Ahmed and all them motherfuckers. The DJ Khaled looking ass niggas. You know, they got money, so they can do they feel they can do whatever the fuck they want to exploit our people, and our people fall for it, hook, line, and sinker. But anyway, let's go.
And us. And when that happened, right? When that happened, you started seeing them, form their own communities. They were going to New Orleans. They were branching out to not just New Orleans. A lot of them went to New Orleans, but they were branching out to Florida, and you started seeing them build their own communities. And when they started to build their own communities, one thing Black Americans should have paid attention to was their attitudes once they started getting around Becky's and Brad. They should have paid attention when they started getting around Becky's and Brad. Because when they came over here, they were working in their buildings, working in their homes, right, as maids, butlers, janitors, right? They started coming over here, and the difference between Black Americans that was that may have had these jobs, right? May have these ways of earning, right? They didn't look at Becky or Brad as, and I'm talking about Black men. I'm talking about Black men. So if you are paying attention, understand that I'm talking about Black men. They didn't look at Brad, or they didn't side with Brad in anything. They didn't look at anything that he had going on and looked at what Brad had going on or what Becky had going on, and they didn't look up to them. They didn't idolize them. They knew that this was just a job. When these Haitians became employees, they started siding with Becky's and Brad. They started siding with them, right? They started believing that they was a part of Becky's and Brad communities, even though they lived in the slums. They started identifying with them, right? And Black Americans didn't pay that much attention to that. They didn't understand that these people are becoming a problem, because years later, when they started, when other generations popped up, like the next generation or two generations later, when they started being prominent in political positions, now you starting to see them saying, yeah, black people this, black people that. Oh, no, you don't deserve reparations. You don't deserve this. There shouldn't be a bill protecting black people. There's no problem over here. There's no such thing as racism.
Hell, I say that us blacks don't deserve reparations because the state of the mindset and the existence of our culture here. Look what we're doing. We killing each other left and right. Our literacy rate is through the roof. We at the top of the list of things we shouldn't be at the top of. We're at the bottom of the list of things that we shouldn't be at the bottom of. And no, and just how our communities spend their money. They don't believe in buying property. They don't believe in supporting businesses. They don't believe in pouring in to the community. They don't believe in none of that shit. I guess we're all expecting others to help our communities in our plight. But all they're gonna do is exploit it. As much as I don't like how my community is, I'd rather give you something to go for and to go on, to learn from, to build from, to be better. The only way that's going to happen, this feminist mindset that you sisters out here are having, you got to change it. You got to understand the only way this shit is going to change, you have to be under the leadership and the provision of a black man, not your black dyke boyfriend. There are so many women that had kids, that had bad relationships with the wrong men, that had babies with the wrong men because you didn't vet them right, because you didn't know how to vet them. Now, all of a sudden, all y'all want to start dating the fucking the dykes, the stud men, the stud women men. They definitely believe in buying Jordan gym shoes and expensive jewelry. Yeah, exactly. That ain't worth shit. Jordan's a billionaire. The jewelry industry is a multi-trillion-dollar industry. They not hurting for shit. If every black person didn't buy Jordans or jewelry for a whole year, they wouldn't go out of business. They'll be asking questions like, where the fuck y'all at? They'll be trying to send y'all emails and promotions and all this other shit like, hey, we got this deal for this. Because just like in our community about the drug culture of our addictive behavior, we also have another addictive behavior in our community, and that's spending money on unnecessary things instead of spending money and investing money on tangible things. Who gives a fuck how many Jordans you got in your fucking closet, on your wall, however you want to place them around your house? Who gives a fuck about how much jewelry you have? Because you might go across the wrong area and then someone might want to take that from you. You know what I mean? People lost their lives wearing Jordans and certain kinds of jewelry by the hands of your own people. We out here bad, man. And you don't see the global discrimination that our people have, because you want to get in where you fit in. You've gotten accustomed to this media storm of propaganda about how you should want to live your life out here and thinking you can keep up with the Joneses, but you can't. You don't have the wherewithal, you don't have the capital, you don't have the common sense. And why would you even want to do that anyway? In history, our community stayed strong. Remember Rosewood? Remember Black Wall Street? You know, they kept the tight community amongst themselves. They spent money amongst themselves 7, 10 times before we even left the community. As soon as we get money, as soon as them taxes is hitting, you putting it right back in these motherfuckers' pockets. Y'all gonna get y'all taxes this month in March, and by April, early May, y'all gonna be broke. I said what I said, prove me wrong.
You started seeing that type of talk. And that was coming from them, not just them. You know, we're talking about them coming from Africa, coming from Kenya. You started seeing that, but we're talking about Haiti right now. We're not talking about them. I'll get to them, but we're talking about Haiti. So the first wave, right, was because of Papa Doc. The first wave. Now, there were
that is definitely something that happens in our community. We love to try to impress motherfuckers that don't give two shits about us. They would love to either take it from you or hate on you because of it. Why are we so hell-bent on trying to impress people that don't care about you with material shit? You should want to impress your children. You should want to impress your immediate family. You should want to impress your ride or diers. Fuck these outsiders, man. Because all they try to do is scheme and scam to try to take from you if they figure they can take it from you. See, that's the shit that y'all not getting. That's the shit that y'all not understanding. And don't get me wrong. There's some outsiders, you know, that's not family that can give you respect as family. As on the flip side, there are some family that will love to take advantage of it too. Because of their ways, because of their mindset, you know. There are so many people that deal with internal bullshit in their families. It's crazy. You know. I got some things I could talk about down the road, but I'm gonna talk about it down the road because that's not the subject for right now. You know, but trust me, it's some things I'm gonna share with y'all that it was troubling and I didn't like it. And sometimes you just gotta wash your hands clean from it. Nothing personal, but you're not gonna stunt my growth. I refuse to have people around me that stunning my growth. If we're not here together to build not only for us, but for ourselves individually, I don't need you around me. Exactly. Perfect example. And then that bitch came up on some money and did the same bullshit. I just heard this shit recently. Did the same bullshit that what you're claiming Glorilla is doing. You ain't share your wealth when you had it. So shut the fuck up. See, when you don't maximize your financial potentials, if you don't know how to articulate your finances, if you don't know how to invest in things, if you don't know how to save things, if you don't know how to be frugal, with your money, yeah, you're gonna jag that shit off. It don't matter if it's 5,000, 50,000, 100,000. It don't matter. If you have no fucking financial literacy about yourself, that money is dead weight because it's gonna be gone because you're gonna fucking spend it.
There were times when they came over here from Haiti before that, but we're talking about mass. In mass, the first wave was during the late 50s and early 60s. Now let's talk about the second wave. Now the second wave was during the 1980s, right? And the reason why the second wave started was after Papa Doc died, right? That, which is him right here, Papa Doc. He died. His son took over, Baby Doc. Real name Jean-Claude Van Damme. No. It's not Van Damme. His name is Jean-Claude. Same name, same last name as his father, right? But they called him Baby Doc. The reason why they called him Doc, right? Papa Doc, is because he was a physician. But in the 80s, right, when he died and his son took over, right? Nothing changed. Nothing changed. They started fleeing to the US. And when they started fleeing, they was fleeing persecution and violence under Baby Doc dictatorship, often called boat people, because they was fleeing on boats. They were called boat people. They faced harsh, discriminatory U.S. immigration policies that classified them as economic migrants rather than refugees, right? Resulting in mandatory detention at centers like Chrome Avenue, right? Now,
migrants. Sound familiar, right? Ain't no different with what's going on today. Who's advocating for these so-called migrants? I'll wait. And there's nothing wrong with coming from a different country, even if you're illegal, but you got to do things the right way. Hell, they was horning in and it wasn't publicized like that. You think that just the Hispanic migrants was getting deported up out of here? No, it was Haitians and other. It was some Haitians out here too that was out here bogus. I can't think of that place of the city right now, but it was like about a year or so ago that a bunch of Haitians was being called out for eating dogs and cats and all kind of shit and just raising hell in one area. They like bombarded. It was somewhere like I would say like somewhere close to like the Boston area, the Massachusetts area, some shit. I gotta do my research. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get better as far as researching certain things so I can get things correct. So if you know what I'm talking about, you can correct me in the comment section, but and if you know what I'm talking about, please, give me your feedback on that as well. But yeah, I heard about that shit too. It was a lot of Haitians out here that was running around illegal and not trying to gain legal citizenship. We don't care that you're here. No one cares. I mean, it's enough for everyone here. But if you're gonna do it the right way.
Now, the collapse of the regime in 86 and ongoing violence caused a surge in refugees seeking safety from political, economic, and social rise. The boat people, thousands crossed the Caribbean in unsafe boats, largely targeting South Florida, where many settled in what became known as Little Haiti. U.S. immigration policy, the Reagan administration and earlier policies treated Haitian refugees differently than other groups, often denying them asylum and detaining them indefinitely. And what they mean by other groups, they were talking about us. They were talking about us. when they came over, Reagan want nothing to do with them. He want nothing to do with them. He labeled them a HIV risk group, right? Which led to discrimination in housing and employment. This is what they were doing. And what did we do? What did Black Americans do? Came through and saved the day again. Again. Called the administration racist. Gave them support, gave them political support. This why you know is you have to tell them, hey, listen, because I get tired of hearing about, you know, I get tired of hearing about the Haitian Revolution. When you look at them today, they don't represent any of that. They don't represent.
All right, y'all talk about the Haitian Revolution. How many revolutions have Black Americans dealt with in this country alone? How many atrocities that we had to endure in this country alone in history, throughout history? We are the culture. Okay? We are what everybody else that's Black wants to be. Even other races wants to be. Regardless of how dysfunctional we are as a collective, everyone wants to steal something or emulate something from us. We are the first and we will be the last. We are the Alpha and we are the Omega. But y'all need to see it that way. You all need to see the greatness in you. Damn trying to follow up behind somebody else. Get your shit together. Get some self-love with you. Even though I know we all can't get along, that's just impossible because everyone has their own agendas. Everyone has their own more ways and four ways and shit like that. I know that's talk that y'all not really familiar with. That's ancient Egyptian rhetoric talk, as far as your spirituality. I was trying to get one of the oldest books of the Bibles, in my possession from Ethiopia because it's the original text of the scriptures before it was converted into the King James Version. Customs won't even let that shit come through. Because what's really in the real book. See, the book that we got right here in the States ain't it. It ain't giving you everything that you need to know. There are things that are omitted out of that book. And it's for a reason. Because the book is about you. The book is about us. And everyone else took it and ran with it and made their own religions around it. And which is nothing wrong with it, but if you're going to take something and build your own, give a shout out to where you got it from. Don't make it seem like, oh, you was the originator and the creator of it, because that's a lie. But that's another story for another time. Like I say, I got a lot of other stuff I'm going to put on the platform pertaining to history that you guys are going to like. So here we go.
Any of what was happening when they were fighting for independence, when they became the first independent Black republic and the only nation formed against the successful slave revolt. That was in 1804, okay? That was it. That was in 1804, following from the 1803 defeat of Napoleon forces. Don't tell me about any of that when they come over here, because that they were successful, but they were also put in debt to the tune of billions in today's money. I believe they put them in debt for like, what was it, like 100 billion, some crazy number. And I'm talking about in today's money, which crippled them immediately after the success of the revolt. So when they were living over there, right, tearing each other apart, living in poverty, right, we welcomed them over here with open arms. To the point now is roughly around 750 to 800,000 of them over here now. And it's probably a lot more, but those are just the document. Those are the ones that's on papers. When they were panicking, right? When they were panicking, just a few weeks ago, like last month, their visas were getting expired. They wasn't getting renewed. You had video. They was posting videos of them crying because they feared going back. And again, who were feeling sorry for them? Black Americans. Even though they were over here, which I didn't understand. How come you didn't get your citizenship? You've been over here for 25 years, a lot of them 20 years, and you still didn't get that right? So now we got to sit back and hear somebody calling us dirty black. No. Y'all are defecating in the street, people. Your hometown is garbage. Where you from is rampant poverty. It's listed as the worst, the poorest country on the Western Hemisphere. You're number one for poor. You're number one for poor. And have the nerve to talk about us. Send her back. Send her back. Go back.
Just like how Mississippi is the poorest state in the union here in this country, Haiti is considered the poorest country in the world. It's worse than Calcutta. And I thought no one could be worse than Calcutta. But it's worse than Calcutta. And you got the immediated gall to bring y'all happy fucking Haitian asses over here. Get a little status about yourself. Get in where you fit in out here. Absorb the culture of the culture here. And got the balls to say that we are dirty black Americans. Nigerians sitting up here calling us Akata, looking at us like we a piece of shit. And for y'all that don't know what Akata means in Nigerian, is black American cotton picker. They all think that they are better than us in this country. It's up to you all to show them different. But guess what? How we moving in this day and time, it ain't looking good. Is this what we're going to be talking about 100 years from now? This time of our black culture right now? Because if so, it ain't looking good, y'all.
No, you're dirty. You're dirty. Got the nerve, And you know, here's the thing, black men. Here's the thing, black men. This what I be saying about non-FBAs. This what I be saying about them, because you'll have them upset when we point out things about them, right? And when we point out the disrespect that comes from them, they'll say things like, "Oh no, we're not with that. We're not saying anything negative about y'all or anything like that." The thing is, when y'all see your own people saying something negative about us, you don't check them. You don't step up and say, "No, you can't talk about them. They were there for us. They helped us. They're the reason why they have generations of Haitians over here." You don't say that. You keep quiet. You keep quiet. So I don't want to hear that, "Oh, no, not all of us," because you keep quiet. None of them made a video saying, was she, putting her on blast, checking her. Nobody made none of them made videos. And it doesn't happen when you see Kenyan.
And another thing about Haitians, especially they women, a lot of them that have gotten married in history, like over the last 40, maybe 50 years, it's all been through arranged marriages. Those poor families linked up with someone that had established themselves, and that poor family wanted to auction off their daughters to the highest bidder. Okay. I had a homie here. I had a homie here in Chicago that dated a Haitian girl back in, like, hell, we can go back probably late 80s, maybe early 90s, shit like that, up into the early 2000s. No, I say the late 90s, early 2000s. This woman was from Haiti, but she caught a liking to one of my homeboys. But she was supposed to have been in an arranged marriage, and she didn't want to do it. So when she decided to make her decision to deal with one of my homeboys, her family disowned her. Now, keep in mind, this is my homeboy. Love him as a brother, but he was a piece of shit. Didn't do right by this girl. Got into all kind of mess out here in these streets, and she was right alongside with him. It got really bad. It got really bad to the point where she said, "Fuck it," and begged her family to get back into that number so she can get out of this shit, because she wasn't living that righteous bondage. And that's some of the things that they look at from us as well, especially when they decide to want to deal with you as far as us Black Americans in relations, and you don't live up to being a man that you're supposed to be. Yeah, that's another reason why they look at us crazy. It's being dirty. So do I blame them for saying that about us? Really, not really. But at the same time, you should hold that to the chest and be offended by that shit. You know what I'm saying? You should honestly be offended by that. You should wish nothing but content with people that think like that about you. Like real talk. Yeah, that was deep. But we gonna keep going. I ain't trying to be here too long, y'all. Lord knows I'm not. But I got another one before we get to the main event. It's my girl Crimson Cure. She got something to say about the promiscuity of the modern Black woman. And I think this is something that y'all really should take heed to and really listen to. You know. So without further ado, let's go.
Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. We're gonna unpack the hypersexuality. Y'all have used feminism to have an entire thought culture. Thought culture came from feminism. Thought culture came right out of feminism. With that sexual liberation mess. Or you can have as much sex as you want with as many men as you want, because the men do it, and we trying to get rid of the double standard that men can go around and sow their wild oats and the women can't. Oh no, women, ladies, you should be at just as much liberty.
No, you can't. Women, y'all can't move like how men move. As much as y'all think y'all can, y'all can't. She's about to break down why you can't, why you shouldn't, and shit. I'm gonna give my own take on it once I let this ride. I'm gonna have limited. I'm not gonna keep stopping this video because I think this is something that all you ladies need to hear. So shout out to Crimson Cure.
To do that as men are. No one ever talked about the spiritual ramifications of gathering up a cemetery behind you. That's why when they talk about thoughts and thought culture, every word is the word about destruction or death. Because when we talk about husbands and wives having sex with one another, we don't say they smashing. But when we out here thotting and bopping, it's a smash. What do you do when you smash something? You break it. You break it. If I go in there and smash a plate, what did I do to the plate? What did I do? Women that's got a lot of sexual partners, not her husband.
Yeah, they say that. Yeah, you say that. Remember that song, Whatever You Can Do, I Can Do Better. I'm better than you. No, you're not. Yes, I am. No, you're not. Yes, I am. That started years ago. Women always feel and think that they can be as equal and better than men. And physically and spiritually and analytically and historically, it's not the case. If that's the case, all you ladies, go build a country. Go build some skyscrapers. Go do sewage work. Go lay down concrete. Build a house. Okay? From the ground up. Do some crane work. All right, anyway, let's go.
Husband, what they call them? Bodies. What is a body? A cadaver, a dead thing. Even the term carousel. I ain't never seen no carousel with live horses and mermaids and walruses dresses on? Have you? Have you? Something empty, something hollow, something meant for fun that's not deep, something with no connection. Thank you, Rough Day. So what's up, Miss Kendra? I see you still bringing smoke. Yes, sir. When people are married, we don't have that terminology. Pumping and dumping, smashing and grabbing, knocking down. I knocked them women down. I knocked them. All of them words have connotations of destruction and death attached to them. That's not a mistake. Language is culture and language is powerful. Language is powerful. And there are not any mistakes, just the word thought. Those H's over there. That's what that acronym means. And women have used women's lib as a way to just be promiscuous. That's biological. That's a biological problem. Nobody ever says how that breaks you emotionally and spiritually and a lot of times mentally. Nobody talks about the sexual discipline. Because even though the double standard exists where men don't get talked about if they have had a lot of sexual partners, but there is a such thing among men where if a dude his body count too high, other dudes be like, ooh. So you will knock anything down. Because to get to that number, you knocking anything down. You're not even being selective. You a dirty D. You dirty D Rodney. You dirty D Derek. Okay? Bruh. Am I right, fellas? I've heard men talk like that. A guy come in and say a ridiculous number. What? So anything walk past you, right? Right. Because even if you're the type of guy that don't have no problem attracting a bunch of women and a lot of women want to deal with you, if you're a man that got some kind of discernment, you still ain't gonna smash. You know, I do have value over the deed. Like, you just can't get, just not any old woman can't come over here and get the deed. No, you got to have something going on. Because after a while, her having a big booty.
But unfortunately, there are so many of our brothers in our community that just smash anything. The big backs, the silver backs, the stanky backs, the fat backs, the laid backs, all that shit. The stanky legs, the stanky shits. And they think just because, you know, they showing a little skin, putting their tatas out there in the streets for everyone to see, it's always going to be some creep body ass motherfucker that's going to try to go for it. And that's what us brothers got to draw the line. Stop entertaining that shit. I understand it might be hard out here for a pimp. I understand it might be hard out here sometimes to get the companionship of a woman. But focus on yourself, improve in yourself. If you build it, it will come. Okay?
Booty or cute face or after a while that's like, oh, that numb to that. Okay, yeah, whatever. Okay. It's a million of y'all. So a dude with particularly high numbers is lacking. He ain't got nothing to do. And he don't have no discernment and discipline with his sex. And that can break men too. And nobody talks about the cost of promiscuity.
What I just say about that.
That can break men too. Emotionally. Spiritually is problematic. He's not having so many problems physically from that. He's not being physically worn out the way a woman would be physically worn out by a particularly high number of sexual partners. But emotionally and spiritually, there's a consequence for him. Thank you, Miles. Say, Kendra, you cooking today and I'm eating. Well, eat on up. There is something going on with him because men who have their spiritual selves intact are not up after everything walk past him. He'll look, he notice it. Oh, okay, she is fine. I ain't gonna lie. Now, I ain't gonna hit it, but yeah, that's about a D cup. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I mean, I'm good. Ball up like a pretzel, but back in the day, if she had ran across me 5 years ago, have her balled up, but okay. Okay. But men who have discernment, they don't do all of that. It's not that they no longer see women. They just have some type of spiritual grounding that helps them not devalue themselves sexually as men. Long time ago, I did a live stream about how dealing with low-level women a lot messes with men. And it does. But anyway, we're going back to the women. Nobody told women about the devaluing. And this young lady talked about that. She mentioned that, listen, I went through my phase. I did that. That's what she's saying. I did that. And I did it under the whole I'm empowered, do I want to do type situation. But I realized that I was devaluing myself. That's biology all day. I'm devaluing myself with that. I'm degrading myself with that.
And that's the problem with a lot of the ladies in our community. They just think that they can just jump from this man, that man, this man, that man, and think that they're empowering themselves. But they're really degrading themselves and putting themselves in a light that's not very favorable. And then once they get used up and passed around and time goes on, they get older, they ain't looking as hot as they used to look 10 years prior, and they got all these miles on them. Now they want to settle down with the lame. Now they want to settle down with the square. Now they want to settle down with those kind of men. And by that time, they did like 4, 5, 6, 7 kids in, depending on the situation. Brothers don't take that deal. Don't. Oh, if you ain't a real man, you can't take care of me and mine. You remember that old saying go when you first met a woman that had kids and you ain't know that? And they was like, yeah, you know, we a package deal. No, you a package, all right. A heavy one. A very burdensome one. I don't know if I want to take that deal. I don't give a fuck how they look. You need to go back to your baby daddies or your baby daddy, whatever the case is. We got to do better, y'all. We got to do better as a community.
That's not empowerment. That's actually a sign of being broken. Thank you, 39 Dina. Constantly letting a man, any kind of man, enter you. That's brokenness. We take on so much trauma. We take on so many broken spirits. We take on so much as vessels because no matter what feminism tells us, we are vessels. And we intake what men give us physically and spiritually. We take that in. I hope y'all ladies know that. That's why it has always been morally and ethically correct and accepted that women's value is higher when she doesn't have all of these sexual partners over her lifetime.
Bodies, that's why it's not cool for a woman to have a bunch of bodies. You're not looked at the same. No one's going to respect you the same. No one's going to look at you in the highlight. They're going to look at you like, oh, yeah, you with it. If a single man meets a woman and starts dating that woman and then finds out that woman got 3 or more children, he already know what it's all about. All I'm here for is a good time for a short time. Because you're going to give it up. You're going to give it up for Bam Bam, y'all. You're going to give it up for Bam Bam. Yeah, you are. You're going to give it up. You're going to be...
It's time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator.
all on it. All on it. I'm sorry. I know it's hard to fathom this. I know it's hard to think that men look at you like that. But if you sitting up here with 5 kids with 6 different baby daddies, yeah, I said that shit. Yeah, I know. I'm talking shit. Yeah, they're gonna look at you for only one thing. When you free. Well, I'm free on Thursdays. Okay. When your kids go to bed. Well, they normally go to bed about 10, but sometimes they be staying up till about 11. I'll be over there about 1. 1 in the morning? Mm-hmm. I ain't trying to see your kids. The fuck? That's what they gonna be on. As fucked up as it sounds. I'm quite sure a lot of you ladies have experienced that shit. That got a gang of kids. And you got with somebody that really was like feeling you for whatever reason. But he only came through at certain hours of the night. He ain't never come through in the middle of the day. He ain't never took y'all to Chuck E. Cheese. He ain't never took y'all to the Cheesecake Factory. He ain't never took y'all to the museum, the beach, none of that shit. Maybe a few, but not all. You know what I'm talking about.
Because not only is it coming from a physical, sexual standpoint that works in a man's psychology, it works in his mind. How many men has she been with? You know, he don't want to think about that. Men don't want to think about that. They don't want to think about that, especially when it comes to women they love or women they want. They know that. So what's the number again? Divide by 4. Carry the two. Carry the two. Now bring down the 0. It's gonna be a remainder.
Oh, I know that probably hit some of y'all kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? That probably hit some of y'all kind of hard. I know some of you ladies might look at that and be like, "Oh man." But see, I'd rather for it to have came from a sister to give you that kind of knowledge. Stop just giving yourself up to any and any kind of man. It's all you're doing is gathering bodies on top of bodies on top of bodies. Stop doing it. It's not cool. I know it was fun when we was young, but as we get older, you kind of like gotta move a little bit different and be more intentional. Anywho, how everybody feeling out there? I hope everybody's doing good. I know, like I say, my StreamYard been StreamYarding, but I'm still doing what I need to do. But this is what y'all all been hitting for because I ain't talked about this fucking heifer in well almost a year. And she done came back into the light. It's some other shit that's going on. You know, this the former mayor of Dalton and / supervisor, the so-called wannabe super mayor. She out there in Georgia now with a failed business, but running from the feds, thinking that that's going to do something, but she just couldn't help getting online. And when you see her, you're going to see how tired she is. Shout out to my man, AG Tactical, for posting this video that we're going to react to because she looking crazy. And you can see right now, she looking crazy. She she ain't got that hairstylist no more, spending all that money. She looking kind of tired and broke right now. You know what I'm saying? But she went on a whole meltdown in this wannabe clothing store that she got out there in Georgia, trying to sell off her married boyfriend's clothes. But anyway, Cleotis. But all right, let's go.
It's been a minute since I went live. Oh my God, it's been a minute since I went live. I keep to myself, building. And you guys just can't keep my name out your mouth. I get it. I'm your clicks and your views, and everybody want to see what's going on. I get it. Y'all can't make no money without Tiffany Hilliard. I get it. But y'all need to stop, because I'm suing for defamation of character now. I'm not a politician. So let that be what it be. It's some bums that was looking for crumbs. They on there. Do not vote for them. Not neither one of them. Make sure you skip them. Because I don't like how they did that seat over in the one township, where I was your supervisor at. They stole the entire election. Thieves. That's why I said bums looking for crumbs, as you can see. Because they got the whole salary that went with it that all y'all was crying about, but I don't hear y'all mouths now. Now that he done stole the money, and now he gets the salary of.
She got the look of a cluck. I'm sorry, but I'm not. She got a look of a cluck. For real, for real. She ain't doing just weed. I already saw, when Jedediah, like last year was on her heels, and he went out there by her mama house, and her guy and some other motherfucker was outside smoking weed and shit while him and his people like heckling her and shit, putting the pressure on her. But she looking bad. This hairstyle right now, this is like doing her broke days when she was a trustee, or before when she was a trustee. I know y'all saw the thumbnail. That's was one of her mug shots before she became a trustee. So how y'all gonna fucking put this bitch in any kind of position that committed a crime of vandalism and other kind of bullshit? And she's had failed business after failed business. I mean, this shit is ridiculous how she is. But I'm gonna let this ride. So let's go. We about to pull back in because it's been a while since I fucking did anything about this bitch. But anyway, let's go.
Supervisor, and I'm talking about Thornton Township. I'm talking about Napoleon that does not live in Thornton Township, but yet he's your supervisor and he's your committeeman. But yet, guess what? I don't hear y'all saying nothing about it. I don't see how y'all was coming to board means attacking the woman, but that's why I be telling y'all the difference in politics. Y'all attack a woman so quick before y'all go and say the same nonsense to the guys that's in office. I don't see that.
Yo, could you even imagine Tiffany A. Henyard, the people's mayor, your super mayor and supervisor? Could you imagine her winning a defamation lawsuit against some random YouTuber or talking head that she doesn't like? Woman, you have pulled off some of the most outrageous things as a public figure ever. You hopped into a crowd of a town hall city meeting like it was WWE Raw SmackDown. Okay? You flung yourself into the crowd trying to fight people. You, the mayor, and you are going to come back around and say, "Oh, I'm suing people for defamation now. I'm suing people for defamation now." Lady, anything we cover about you on this channel is the furthest thing. I mean, it's the furthest possible thing from defamation. Listen, there are too many facts. Let's get into the facts, like Tiffany likes to say. There are too many facts about you for us to be spreading fiction, sweetheart. This shit is outrageous. But something happened recently, folks. Something devastating in Tiffany A. Henyard, the people's mayor's life, happened to where she decided on a random Friday evening to go live in her empty shop to come talk shit about the trustees in a completely different town, city, and state. Lady, you're in Georgia. I thought you were moving on. I thought you were enjoying the Atlanta, Georgia weather. Something happened to Tiffany. Now, I'm not sure if these lawsuits that are happening implicate her, but apparently the trustees are going forward with a lawsuit against the bank for allowing Tiffany Henyard to pull checks, right? So basically, Tiffany was able to rack up money, rack up expenses and debts unchecked, even though she didn't have a secondary signature. So the trustees are suing the bank for that. I'm not sure if that kind of backlashed over to her and it legally implicates her, and now she's kind of shaken. But all of a sudden, probably like a week after the lawsuit was like publicly known, Tiffany Henyard has risen from the dead. Tiffany hasn't been posting anything for months. She might post a little snippet or a little caption. She has not gone live in months, from what I can understand. Out of the clear blue, she comes through slandering basically the trustees, the new supervisor, the new mayor. Like, where was this energy months ago? Something happened. But anyways, I want to go ahead and play certain snippets of this video because other than her having a complete fucking other meltdown, she kind of snitches on herself a little bit as well. So anyways, everybody listen, go grab the snacks, grab the root beer, whatever do you. Get the goodies and come back because we got ourselves a video today. You got to love Tiffany, man. Let's keep it going. So immediately as we get into the live stream, I understand that she's trying to play a game and she's trying to cover her own ass, okay? Because immediately when she starts this live stream, we're about to get into it, she brings up that the city was already in debt because of someone else. It's not my fault, it's their fault. Years ago, this debt was supposed to be cleared and we never cleared it for whatever reason. And I was the only voice of reason in the room, but they didn't want to listen to me. She takes it back. She gives us
Okay, that could be the case, but you added on to the debt. Everyone saw your, you do realize we saw you, right? You do realize we saw the Cancer Foundation, the Vegas trips, the alleged AD assault on the Vegas trip with a motherfucker that was one of your goddamn trustees, Andrew Holmes. We heard about all the bullshit. We heard about the restaurant that you helped that woman and her husband build, but all of a sudden now you tried to get in where you fit in on that, and she had to fuck around, take your ass to court too. All the ignorant board meetings that y'all had where you was just completely disrespectful. The township board meetings when you was the supervisor, how you treated the residents, how everybody went against you. Everybody was going on at your head. And a lot of people got clout behind that. I mean, I got, maybe one video that, did a okay number, but, I'm a nobody, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to build, my platform from the black bottom. But a lot of motherfuckers got clicks and views posting your shit because you was everywhere. WGN was on your ass, and you just played all this shit. Your guy that was still legally married that you was with, creating around with, y'all just, man, was on some foul shit. So now you want to see, you got ran out of town. Or you ran yourself out of town because you probably didn't want the heat from people really coming at your head. Because I'm sure motherfuckers coming at your head on site, like SOS. But anyway, let's go.
This is a history lesson. Her version of the history lesson. Let's hear what she has to say.
So let's talk about the $33 million lawsuit for the village of Dalton. A lot of y'all don't even know what's going on. A lot of y'all didn't even know what had happened, right? Y'all do know this lawsuit was way before me. And that's what they don't tell y'all, right? They just blame Tiffany for everything. The cat walk across the street, oh, it's Tiff's fault. Somebody stuck in on the E-way, it's Tiff's fault. You know what I'm saying? They just say it. But so you understand what is going on in the $33 million lawsuit, that was during Riley Rogers' tenure when he was mayor. All this happened. And that's what people don't understand when you take the seat and you in office, that a lot of these things.
Okay, so mind you, I could do that for anything. I could do that for anything. Like, you can't blame other people when you are now commander-in-chief of the operation. Oh, it was Riley Rogers. It was Riley Rogers. Riley Rogers had all types of debt. Riley Rogers was the one who did. Ma'am, you can't blame the past when you're actively adding to the deficit. If we started off with $15 million in debt, and you come, this is just hypothetical, and you come into the city and get a complete police force to come around you 24/7 and babysit you for no fucking reason, right? You start up all these failed programs that waste money for the city, right? That adds to the deficit. So she's trying to cover up her fucking problems by blaming this other person. It's not going to work out that way. And trust me, paperwork and receipts don't lie. But let's keep it going.
You inherit it, and it's on your table. But I just can't stand with punk mayors stand up there and say, oh, it's Tiffany. Since when? Y'all need to fact check. And that's another reason I tell y'all, fact check everything that's going on in the village of Dalton.
And another problem about this is that, listen, we're only talking about your years in power. We're not talking about the deficit that the city already had. We're not fucking morons. We're talking about what you spent and what you added to the existing problem. You see, she's trying to go before.
Right. So it's not about them. It's you. You put them on the map for all the wrong reasons. For all the wrong reasons. You pitched a bitch, you bullied, you tried, you shut businesses down that didn't want to fucking rock with you. You caused a lot of strife while you sat up there and built bread and got fat like a fat rat, getting your hair done every other day. Obviously, you ain't getting the shit done now because you got that same tired ass fucking wig and hair color from when you was a fucking, before you was even a trustee, when you was trying to do Good Burger, when they had to kick you up out of a fucking college because your ass didn't know, you don't know good business. You're not a good business person. I don't know why you think that shit sweet. You are a fucking bum of a business person. Politician trash. Business in the gutter. Hell, you are the Hades of business. This one is a dirty black American.
Or her situation, she's trying to go before her time in office and blame somebody else. No, we're not looking at that. And this is what a lot of people do who can't take accountability. I'm sorry. And you know Tiffany can't do that. You'll say, hey, you know, you didn't wash the dishes last night and you promised you would. You wouldn't forget. And then the person you said that to will respond and say, well, you didn't wash the dishes 3 years ago, so I could blame you for that too. It's the same concept. Tiffany, that has nothing to do with anything. Going into the past is not going to erase the shit that you're doing. That was a bad example, but you guys get what I'm saying.
Because a lot of y'all been calling me and now y'all see what's going on. It ain't green on the other side, huh?
No, that's not a bad example. People need to stop doing that. Just because a person points out your flaws in today's present time doesn't mean that you got to bring up some shit from the past that has nothing to do with what the fuck is going on right now. That is a deflection. You are gaslighting, and that's a cop-out on accountability. That is a tactic that a lot of women out here like to do. Well, you could talk about what I just did right now, but what about back in 2012, nigga? What? That was fucking 14 years ago. What the fuck are you talking about? That has nothing to do with now. But you did it then. Slow. It's slow. It's slow. Stop doing that. That's a poor example.
It's not, huh? But that's what I was trying to tell y'all before y'all sat here and bought into the lies and all the dumb stuff that everybody was saying with no facts. They just talk because they can, right? That's what a lot of people do. So let's give you a little more structure. The $33 million is strictly the trustees' fault. Let me tell you how. Let me explain. So when we inherit the debt, or the lawsuit from Riley Roger, because I don't hear y'all dragging him, talking about him, saying why he didn't do this and what's
crazy,
going on.
Bro.
Him.
You can't make this up.
That was in charge. He was the mayor. So when we had our board meetings, they have several times tried to settle and go over different things with the village of Dalton. It was this one particular board meeting, and you can go research it. I ain't got to lie about it because I do a lot of talking right when at them board meetings if y'all was really listening. If you go check the board meeting now, you will see that we strictly said, hey, let's go downstairs and we're going to talk about it because we had to go in executive session. For those of you that don't know what executive session is, it's when a board goes down and talk about.
We all know what executive session is. She really, you know, like I said in the live stream the other day, Tiffany Henyard found out a lot of these terms and terminology about 4 years ago. 4 years ago, she found out and learned about it. So now she's going around trying to educate everybody else as if we didn't understand what an executive session was. Lady, I mean, we could read the context clues. Do you know what context clues are, Tiffany? We've been in a million sessions where you guys went into executive session. Okay, we understand what it is. But anyways, she goes on to say that she was the voice of reason and nobody wanted to sell the lawsuit, right? So it's the board's fault, not hers.
Settlements with anybody, any and everybody. And we come back up and say, hey, we agree to pay XYZ. We agree to do whatever it is that we was down there talking about. Because we got to vote in the public eye of what we're going to do. So when we went downstairs, well, we didn't go downstairs and back up. We didn't go downstairs. The board meeting happened. And as we're up there talking and going over different things, Mary Avon.
Why is this even relevant right now? Why is what the fuck she's trying to convey is relevant right now? This broad is the epitome of a bug-head, bug-eyed fool. Her parents failed this one. She don't have no gumption, no conviction, no coof, no understanding, no compassion. She is OC, out of character, out of coof, out of content, out of composure, all that shit. This bitch is nuts. I understand why certain men fuck with her because, yeah, nutty bitches, you heard the old saying, but fuck all that. Is it really worth it? Is it worth your reputation? Is it worth your stress level? Is it worth your blood pressure? This bitch will raise your blood pressure up 10 times over. You fuck around, have a stroke fucking with this kind of bitch.
Yes, that clown. She tells the board to get up and walk out. The dumbass board gets up and walks out of the board meeting. Now, remind you, this is a crucial day. It's crucial because we had to literally go in the basement,
Literally.
go to closed session, and talk about this lawsuit. And they was willing to settle for, I think it was
What? I thought she's a college graduate. Literally? What is that? You mean literally? Literally? Is that what you're trying to say? Literally? Literally? What the fuck? Literally. Is that what you was trying to say? I know I kind of messed it up a couple of times because I'm tired. This shit's wearing me out. But but I'm still here. We still here on the black bottom. But literally, is that what you was trying to say? All right. Anyway. Ooh, why I stop it on that? That look like she like smell her stain. But anyway, all right, let's go.
$3 to $5 million or $1 million to $5 million. It was somewhere in that range. I'm just giving you a range because I don't remember the exact amount to quote it right now. The board got up and walked out. So at the board meeting, you hear me saying, hey guys, why would y'all walk out? We have everyone here. You had the insurance company was there. You had they lawyer, our lawyers. There was so many lawyers in the goddamn building. I was like, well, goddamn, what's going on? And they walked out of the building. So I apologize to the insurance company. I apologize to their lawyer because it was just wasted time because I know they're on someone's clock.
And I like how she that little extra addition of information gives me all I need to know. Tiffany thinks she's the main character. You went to apologize to the lawyer and you went to apologize to all the people who came at. And you were like, I'm sorry, the board is stupid. It's my listen, they don't give a fuck about you. The deal failed. Okay, you're just a random at the time. You're just a random fucking trustee. Bitch, get out of my face is what they probably were saying. Oh, I'm sorry that they're so ignorant. I'm sorry that they're so ignorant that we couldn't get a settlement. Man, listen, she's over here feeling like she's the main character. Lady, nobody cares about you. It's the mayor and maybe a few other people. I highly doubt that anybody gave a fuck what she had to say when the deal fell through. And I think at some point during this live stream, because this was a live stream, she went live of all things, really displaying her ignorance. But I think she started to realize or start to see the comments to where people weren't really buying it. So she started to insult her own audience, right? She was like, some people can't handle the truth. Some people can't. You know what? Let's let her say it for herself. Okay. After she realized that people weren't really too much buying her bullshit because this is irrelevant information, she started to attack her own audience in classic Tiffany Henyard, the People's Mayor fashion.
It's just like how the government is now. The president, you still got the Congress and the Senate. Same concept. It's the board of trustees that runs the village because they vote on everything. And if they vote on something or don't vote on something, it moves or it don't move. And that's where y'all get it all mixed up.
But that's the whole fucking point, you dodo bird. The fuck is you talking about? You say you think he means illiterate. Now that's what the fuck how she talks. I don't know. She, you know, I heard some backstories about her as far as how she probably moved up in the ranks. I heard she got a good mouth. You know, don't quote me on that, but I'm saying it live, so I mean, I guess it is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, I heard that she has a certain skill that's probably top notch, but she still ain't bottom bitch, you know, potential. She a scrag, man. She's one of them ones that just try to just always be in the know. And it's crazy because why are you even talking about this shit now? You are far removed from that whole area. You are in Atlanta right now, in College Park, mind you. You know, you still got a little money left from what you done ciphered out the fucking township all them years you was there. And that's just running out because, you know, if you look up New Wave in College Park, her company that where she's sitting at right now is closed. It's not even open for business. The ratings on her Google report is shit. She is trash. She's just trying to get some relevancy. All she was doing this shit for was to try to promote another YouTube page that she's trying to start. I'm telling you, if I'm lying, I'm flying. But let's go.
Mixed up in y'all mind when y'all point finger at that person. No. The board of trustees are the reason why the $33 million still exists to this day. Because I was fighting tooth and nail trying to make sure the village was not held accountable for that day. And they walked out of the board meeting on that day where we were supposed to settle the debt in closed session. So I just wanted to clear that up because there's so much misinformation. There's so many lies out here. And a lot of times people don't want to hear the truth because you can't handle the truth. That's the problem. But if y'all just sit here and open your ear gates and pay attention and listen, you will hear some other than the hate that y'all got for a person. Because I don't do nothing but school y'all the game. I don't do nothing but be.
She doesn't do nothing but school us the game. You know, we're the fucking idiots who don't have enough brain power to understand what she's saying. You know, there's just too much hatred blinding us. Man, if you don't get the fuck out of my face, bro, this shit is crazy. She literally treats us like we're morons. And I think it's just projection. You can't handle the truth. Lady, you're lying. That's why we're not handling it really well. You're a liar. You can't she's projecting her own ignorance to everybody else. Just because she doesn't understand certain concepts and certain things in the world, she tries to fucking push it onto everybody else because we all know that she's struggling in politics, bro. For example, she made the comment about how the trustees run the city. It's really the trustees. Ooh, the trustees run. Like, lady, we all understand that Congress has a big impact on what the president can and can't do. Everybody knows that. We all know that in local politics, there's a board that limits what the mayor can and cannot do. Everybody from a fucking 6th grade level of understanding knows that.
Duh. You don't get carte blanche to make every decision. Other people got to fucking meet and talk about that shit. She is a dodo bird, man. I'm just surprised I'm talking about this now because I haven't been on this subject with this fucking heifer for so fucking long because I've been seeing the downfall of what's been going on. Her whole regime is starting to be indicted. The feds is on their ass. They getting information. And now they gonna come for it. So now she trying to scramble because she desperate and she don't know what to do. But guess whose fault that is? You know, when you step in shit, guess what? You stepped in some shit. And she stepped in some shit. Well, we gonna keep you posted because it ain't over. She only coming out because now the pressure's coming down on her. So now she trying to double down. She trying to bend the block. She trying to get sympathy because she knows she gonna go to jail out of the bullshit that she did. It's only a matter of time. It don't happen overnight. I know everybody's like, damn, why did it happen last year? No, the feds don't move like that. They watch. They keep building information. They go towards the other people that was involved with her. And they lock them in. Then when they get all the information they need, when they come forward, they gonna come forward. And thinking that you running to Atlanta is gonna stop the inevitable? No, it's not. But we're here to watch it.
That, bro. What are you talking about? You're gonna educate us that you can't make. You know why you can't make any decisions and make anything go past? Because you're not a real leader. If you were a real leader, it would be votes up for everybody on the board. Everybody would be vote yes. We love Tiffany. Tiffany's our leader, and we trust her. You're a shitty leader, and that's why things like that are put into place to stop tyrants like you crazy woman. Allegedly.
I can't stand the word transparent because everybody use it out of content. I don't do nothing but give you the facts. I don't do nothing.
And this is why I don't think she should have went live because she can't even speak. She said, "You guys take things out of content." What does that mean, Tiffany? Y'all just take this out of content. Let's play that again.
Handle the truth. That's the problem.
You mean out of context? You mean out of context? Yeah, this bitch is out of content. Content is what I'm doing right now. I'm being a content creator, giving you content so we can all have a critical and analytical analysis of what I'm conveying to you, meaning what I'm presenting to you. What's out of content? You mean out of context? Fucking bitch. And y'all let this bitch run for 4 years in the South suburbs. Yes, out of context. That's exactly what the fuck she was supposed to say, but it's out of content. Content is what I'm doing right now. Like I said, I'm a content creator. I make content. I don't make context. This shit is slow. Oh my god, this bitch is slow. I don't know what to say, man. Anyway, let's go.
But if y'all just sit here and open your ear gates and pay attention and listen, you will hear something other than the hate that y'all got for a person. Because I don't do nothing but school y'all game. I don't do nothing but I can't stand the word transparent because everybody use it out of content. I don't do nothing but give you the.
Oh my God. When I was a kid and I didn't have I don't want to say I have like a regular fucking vocabulary, but like when I didn't have any vocabulary, when I was a kid and I would watch movies with my parents or something, we used to have family nights on Friday. So we watch a movie, whole family come out and shit, right? They would use a big word and I would try to replicate it. I would try to say it, but it would sound kind of stupid. I didn't know how to say it. I didn't know how to sound it out and properly pronounce it. That's Tiffany at 30 some years old. I know in her brain it's content. I'm just gonna say out of content. That's close.
No, and I have to correct you, AG. She's in her early 40s, so that's even worse. you say words, just to be saying them and thinking somebody's not going to catch the misconception of what you're fucking conveying. Like, I mean, what the fuck are we talking about? Out of context? Content. That's what she said. I know I said it the right way the first time, out of context. But that's just how, people that actually read books and actually had to learn in school, we figured out certain word parables to contextualize a cohesive fucking sentence. She about to make my blood pressure rise. But anyway, let's go.
Close enough. That's how her brain works. She doesn't have enough information in that noggin of hers to understand that it's context and not content. She's just going with the vibes. Like, it sounds close enough, I'm just going to shoot it off. And, I'm not stopping and pointing it out, but it happens a lot. I just had to point that one out because that one kind of just pissed me off. But it happens a lot. In this one video, she probably mispronounces or missays 40 words. No exaggeration. Somebody in my comment section should create a list of all the words she mispronounced or missaid. Probably 40.
Facts. I don't do nothing but lead you to the water. It's up to you to drink it. But if you don't drink it, guess what? That's on you. So I just wanted to clear it up once again about the $33 million lawsuit that's in the village.
Who wants to follow your lead out of all the bullshit that was put out about you? Who wants to do that? See, the money train is gone. Your little cronies, your little insulation network, your little network that you used to have is gone. When the money was gone, the bitches is gone in the wind. You know what I'm saying? It's like, the fuck? No, I ain't gonna do it. Cause they gonna flag me if I play that song. But anyway, it's an old song by NWA, One Less. You know what I'm talking about if you pull it up and play it. Yeah. One Less. But anyway, this shit crazy. This bitch is just be quiet. Stop talking. Just shut the fuck up. Just go somewhere and sit down. Get off of social media. Cause you looking po book and gangbanging right now too. That hair ain't hair no more. That weave ain't weaving no more. It's looking all tired. It's looking a little dry and ashy. You need some oil sheen or something on it. Put some fucking wave pomade on it. Some Murray's. Get some African pride. I don't know what the fuck. Just do something with that. Cause this shit look tired.
Village of Dalton. It happened way before me, and it still lingered, of course, because you basically adopt or.
And that's the big part. So we're going to skip because she's just going to bitch about this lawsuit, right? But that's the biggest part. She wants to let you know firmly that it happened way before her. Tiffany, we're not talking about what happened before you. We're not talking about what happened before you. We're talking about what happened during you. Imagine this illiterate dumbass as your mayor for 4 goddamn years. Anyways, she gets in her little sabotage bag after this. She tries to explain how much the trustees fucked up while she was in power. I mean, while she was a trustee as well, fucked everything up. Now she tries to fuck things up for the current trustees and, get them out of office, probably just because she's a vengeful woman. Let's see what she has to say.
Term limits and voting. A lot of times people don't understand what to do, who to vote for, or whatever. A lot of y'all go with status quo, and that's where.
How much you want to bet? Because now she's in some other room right now, and she closed the door. How much you want to bet that this bum ass bitch is literally living in a room in this store that ain't open no more? How much you want to bet? I bet you she ain't got no other residents out there. Even though I heard that she did have one, but I don't know. I haven't, knowing her, she like to floss and, stunt and shit. I ain't seen nothing of that. But how much you want to bet since she's been out there? And, people know about her out there too. She was on some bum ass bras podcast out there looking dusty. The host was looking dusty too. I ain't gonna lie. I forgot what the damn podcast was. I think I got it on one of my previous videos. Like maybe if not the last one I did, maybe the 3 videos back. 2 videos back other than this one. It's either the last week's video or the video after that one that I actually like posted, briefly. I talked about it and, we reacted to it a little bit. And yeah, that broad that she was interviewing with, it was a dusty shit. My shit ain't the best, but I want to interview people. I want to have people get engaged. So if people do want to get on the platform, you can always tell me. You can get on it like in real time with me right now while we on our lives. But, I'll send you the link and you can always get on it. You just have to comment in the comment section, can I come on? And, yeah, as long as you on and your camera's working and stuff like that, yeah, we can do that. But this broad is the epitome of a witch. I mean, just look at her. Who wants to deal with this shit, man? And she ain't gonna rest. See, she's trying to get clout back clouted up, right? But the clout she gonna get in the end games is not gonna be the clout that she gonna want. And I think after that, she really realized that she ain't shit. But anyway,
Mess up at.
Yeah, because we're
Status
stupid.
quo don't always mean that's the best person for you. I think you guys should start researching the candidates that you're voting for.
Yeah.
And pay attention to their platform.
Well, I mean, they researched you, Tiff. They researched you, and you got 1% of the vote or something. So, I mean, be careful on what you ask for.
To what they want to do for you, because at the end of the day, it's up to you of who you place and put into office, because it's going to affect you in the long run. And a lot of y'all don't like to vote because you feel like it don't affect you, but eventually it does. And when it does, now you want to complain. Nobody want to hear that. You should have did something about it when you had the opportunity to do so. Make sure y'all get out and vote. I posted a palm card, and everybody got an opinion about somebody on there. I could care less. It's up to you to pick who you want to vote for and do your own research, or if you felt they did something to you or whatever, don't vote for them.
And in the same breath, a couple of seconds later, she begs you not to vote for the current trustees in power because she don't like them. I thought it wasn't none of your business and you could care less. Oh no, trust me, this lady's so invested, and I feel like something happened, bro. Something happened in her personal life to where she feels like she needs to lash out. She needs to clear the story before she ends up going to the feds. Right? Let me skip forward a little bit. She explained something called term limits. And apparently she's been very invested in the Dalton workings, because some of the trustees will be able to get this passed, a term increase, so that they can have extended time in their positions. Tiffany don't like that. So let's see what she had to say, man, because she starts crashing out over this shit. Something happened to this woman, bro. And on her way out, I think she just wants to pull down as many people as possible. But it's not going to work. You know why? You have to be intelligent to do that.
He didn't want me to stay in office, but he didn't know. Once you put term limits on me, I'm going to come up out that seat, and I ran for your seat and took your seat. So understand what you asked for, because sometimes what you asked for, you should have left well enough alone. I would still been a trustee. So you see what I'm saying? So anyway, let's back up. They want you guys to give them 16 more years. Some of them have, I think all of them about 8 years now, 4 years, and some of them got 8 years, right? So they are termed out Termed out means it's time to go. It's time to hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back. It's that time now, right? But you guys have to make sure that you vote no to the term increase. Because they're increasing.
This bitch a crackhead, man. This bitch doing more than weed. She doing more than Hennessy. She doing more than fucking some box wine. This bitch is on something serious. Either she bipolar, either she schizo, she's something. This bitch is really touched. Look at her eyes. The eyes never lie, Chico. There's something wrong with this one.
Increasing it. And they starting the clock over. This is what you don't understand. So if they already did 8 years, right? Come on,
I mean, it sounds fucking understandable to me. They increase the term to get another 8 years. Whoa! Oh my God! Whoa! That's what we don't understand, right? I broke it down for you in 2 seconds. She's gonna take a full minute to explain it to you. You know why? Because she's slow, allegedly. It seems like it. So she has to explain it slow because she thinks everybody else is slow. Fuck out of here, bro. This shit is crazy, gang. Like, yeah, okay, they want term increases. I know when she saw that, that made her fuming. She doesn't like that. Imagine someone from Georgia telling the people in Illinois how to vote. Hey, guys, over there. Hey, everybody over there, vote this way because I feel this way. Ladies, stay the fuck in Georgia until the feds come and pick you up, please. Enjoy your shop. I'm sure you sold about 50 garments already in the past 6 months. I'm sure you're enjoying your business's booming success.
What math, y'all? They did 8 years. And if you go in there and you vote yes to term limits, guess what they get? Another 16 years. It starts the clock over.
Oh my
God.
God.
They call, they still being transparent. That's what I told y'all. I can't stand the word for it. This is my point of it. If they transparent, why they ain't educate y'all about it? Why they ain't talk to y'all about it? Why y'all didn't call a special meeting to go over it? To tell the public, hey, this is what we're going to do. This is our plan, blah, blah, blah. Because they full of you know what? And that's what I mean about politics. If you can trick them.
Those eyes are so bulgy. It's actually, I like looking at her face because it feels like I'm tripping out on acid or something. You know, when you're looking at somebody, when you're under heavy doses of LSD and their eyes start to bobble and their heads start to, it feels like I'm on acid looking at her face because of how big her eyes are. I mean, them bitches are bulging. Like I'm talking, like she's geeked all the time. It's crazy work. I enjoy looking at it. Takes me back. It takes me back. It takes me back to my Oakland years. Good times.
You can beat them, right? That's what they do. So wake up, residents, because if you give them that, all of them up there on that board will have 16 more years. And I know y'all don't want that because guess what?
Why, how do you know what they want? Bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? You're in a whole nother fucking state across the country. You know, from Illinois to Georgia, driving, if you really know how to drive, is like a 10-hour drive. If you bullshit around, it's probably a 12-hour drive. Me and my buddy back in the day when we used to go out there doing freaking, we can get out there like about 9 hours. 8.5, 9 hours. Because we drive. Why the fuck are you worrying about what the fuck they doing out there in fucking Dalton, Illinois? Why? Remember all the shit, I grew here, y'all just flew here. You flew to fucking Atlanta. Stay your bitch ass in Georgia, in College Park, until, them peoples come by. Stop worrying about what the fuck they doing. She is so butt fuck hurt because she got her ass. She got belt the ass. She got pootie tang out that seat. Out of both seats. She got pootie tang. Belt the ass. Out both them seats. Get the fuck gone. We are tired of looking at your fucking mug. We tired of hearing your voice. We tired of looking at your face. We tired of looking at you. You just get the fuck out of here. And what's up with that Just Ice roller ring that she spent over $1 million for? That bitch is decrepit now. Ain't nothing going on over there. It's closed. She ain't even running that bitch. You think if she was a real businesswoman, wouldn't she just have that running just to get residual income and have it open for the community since you care so much about it? Oh, we didn't think about that, right? Oh, you thought we forgot about that, right? Come to find out all you did was personal shit for your own self at that roller rink. That was the only time it was really open. When you wanted to do something there to make yourself look big and bad. It wasn't open for the public on a regular. Now that shit look like a piece of shit. Go out there. Whoever's out there in the south suburbs, go out there and see what that roller rink look like now. And send me some pictures. Email it to me. blackbottomroscast.com. You know, blackbottomroscast@gmail.com. I'm sorry. Yeah, like .com. No. You see her scrolling across the bottom. But you get what I'm saying.
Y'all fight now. Y'all don't even want the president to have 8 years, let alone 16 years. So why would you let local government constantly be the same? Nothing will ever change if it stays the same, correct? You want to turn it over and get more people. You want to get
Okay, that's enough of that. And she's about to go into politics and shit. And all of a sudden, she loves Trump after she absolutely loved Biden. So now she loves Biden and Trump. I don't know. She's a confused woman, bro. You know what I mean? But now I guess I guess the Democrats didn't really fuck with her. So she said, "Fuck Biden. We're gonna go to Trump now." I love Trump. Please, Daddy, come.
It's shit crazy. Yeah. She actually did a whole live on I believe it was either on her Facebook or her Instagram, whatever the fuck it is. I know we caught wind of it. I caught wind of this video last week with this whole remedial rant. That's all it was with me. It's a remedial rant. And once again, every time I always fucking every time I react to her, I get vexed. So we're gonna end it right here. Okay. We're gonna end it right here. He said he's so tired of hearing no voice on her, but man, I'm trying to tell you. Like real talk. So on a good note, like I say, I didn't gain a good number of subscribers over the last week. Thank all you guys for watching my shorts that I posted from last week's live stream. Shout out to a couple of them, that did in fact come into the chat room. It's much appreciated, because I do this on 2 different platforms. As far as mode wise, I do it on regular, and I also do it where it's like the long screen where you can do it and watch it on your phone. With that being said, we are approaching the end of Black History Month. I know I didn't do a stream Friday, but I do plan on doing another one this Friday. I think I'm gonna go a little different just for my own mental health. You know what I'm saying? And I got something real interesting for Friday night's live stream. And it's gonna be a little different than what we normally, discuss on our platform. So with that being said, man, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight. I'm your host, Ross Lee. You are here at the Black Bottom Broadcast. And like I always say, I want you to live as long as you want and never want as long as you live. You know what I mean? And with that being said, hey, man, we